YouTube streets. Turn that shit up.
Cause a nigga been walking with Satan. Yeah, nigga been walking with Satan. Chain gang robbery. Want it, finna take it. Give it up, there's no debating. See blood on my eyes, that's what it is. Cause a nigga been walking with Satan. Staying out my sights where you ought to be. I walk in nightmares with the call of me. Give it up, and no stopping me. This what you call chain gang robbery. If I want it, finna take it. Give it up, there's no debating. See blood on my eyes, that's what it is. Cause a nigga been walking with Satan. Staying out my sights where you ought to be. I walk in nightmares with the call of me. Give it up, and no stopping me. This what you call chain gang robbery. You got bread this week, I need all that. $100 in the account, I'ma see all that. Jack boy or thief, I could be all that. Got shanks and locks, wanna see all that. Nigga don't act hard, just go home to your jit. See the bread rolls around on Monday, it hits. Slide a few at the window while you collecting shit. One it all might leave you a super.
Yo, why y'all coming in here? Smash the like button, run up the likes. We already know what it is. YouTube Streets Podcast.
You a super chip, same time of the week, better be there. Have my people send a message, make sure that it's there. Time for me to collect, bring the shit over here, cause you can tell them my face, don't make me come over there. I run up in your room, put my shank in your neck, swear to God I'll wet you up, better show me respect. I'm hitting licks like nothing, break bread with dogs. Putting on for Eastside, David, this K-Fraud, it's a robbery, nigga. Heard what I said, I got some names I won't say. Most of them dead, for that tunchi mind nigga, there's a price on your head. Take the shit out your locker, throw it all on my bed. You got a daughter back you up, I don't care what you click. 2 lockers to fit both y'all shit. See me in the cut jamming, smoking the rip, getting tighter with the money that your people are sent. See on the streets I would've bust you, but in prison I come cut you. Real talk my nigga, you know what it is, and I won't stop till I touch you. So I'm coming through with that plexiglass long boy, and I'm gon' gut you. You the true definition of a buster. Cash on that fraud won't front you, so just break it off before you on the ground. Kicking and screaming like Usher. I leave your shirt covered in all red like hot dogs with no mustard. Extortion status, put it in my count, and in my dogs that's double. Don't like what I'm saying, nigga, catch the wall. Better know what you're doing, let's rumble. Jailhouse blitz, just saying word. Niggas run up in your shit and you'll freeze up. Free fans, just watch the window, let's see who hits. Time to re-up. All the niggas used to ride with was fearless just like lions. We knocked down bears and wolves, nigga. My first month.
Guys, that's K-Frog. Chain gang robbery. All right. We got Ronnie Blue Eyes in the building. We got DBS stuck in the system in the building as well. What's up, fellas?
Good night, fellas. Shout out to the chat, by the way.
Yeah, what up? They lit. What up? Salute. Hit that like button if you like something. We back. YouTube Streets Podcast. You know what it is. Blah.
Now, before we get into anything else, I just want to give a shout out to K-Frog, man. He is a true product of Willie Lynch. Respectfully, I don't really, get down with him using the N-word, but I do fucks with him on other levels. So shout out to K-Frog, man. Great rhymes, just minus the N-word. But other than that, man, I'm here for the show, man. What's going on, everybody?
Okay, so Mako Shark, okay, so this dude says bros are infatuated with this dude Wade. Bro, it's actually called keeping the people that are demanding for an updated. And you can honestly go eat a dick. And honestly, you look like a dude that probably would have ate Wade Wilson's dick in a prison cell. Actually, matter of fact, you kind of remind me of this guy right here that just did one of the worst crimes ever. And we just found out he's a neo-Nazi. Go ahead.
Get him. He a wannabe weirdo, bro.
He's from North Island, man. What the hell?
Yeah,
what
man,
is this? What the fuck?
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to
we'll
it
get
later.
back to that.
We'll come back to that.
Shout out
Let's
to
get
all
with
my homeboys in Rhode Island. Salute, but that motherfucker ain't it. That motherfucker ain't it.
Hey, man, the Aryan Brotherhood hasn't said anything since that picture's been out. All right, so basically, this is a Wade Wilson update. They contact the prison to see what's going on in death row. So shout out to Slim Jim Reddit, the Wade Wilson Reddit for all updates. This has been up there for about a day or 2 days. I didn't see anybody update the people with it, so let's get to it, man. Dear supporters, we wanted to share a recent update we received from UCI regarding Wade. Per the facility, he is doing well. He is no longer in disciplinary confinement, which we all knew, and he is now able to socialize with others in the assigned wing. At this time, he is limited to the phone call per month, so letters continue to be his primary and most dependable form of communication. We know many of you care deeply about his well-being, and we hope this update brings some reassurance. Thank you. Always standing with him, blah, 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 Team Wade. So,
fuck Team Wade, by the way.
I can't read that bottom right there. It's so little. Do I need to blow it up? Can you read it, DBS?
I might be able to. I was messing around with this thing earlier today, man. See where this is headed.
Pause.
Super hard.
Yeah.
Super hard.
Oh shoot.
Man, shout out to the chat. They riding with us, man. Hit that like button if you like something. Yeah, we're gonna get back to that, Trinity. We're gonna get to that. He ain't AB though. Let me just put that out there. Straight up
Oh,
and
so
down.
he's so yeah, because I looked him up, Ron. He's never been to prison, so that's more
Nah.
like a. Ron,
See, a
let me
lot of
ask you.
dudes just be on some wannabe shit, or they're just like on some like white supremacy shit, or they just go and get some bolts. They might not be from a certain area, a certain gang, or even a certain prison. It's not official. It wasn't validated or certified in any type of way. They're just on some wannabe shit. Like, obviously, look at him. You know what I mean? He's definitely confused, to say the least.
I
Well,
could
they
read this when you want me to, Plug. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, we'll come back to what I was gonna say. Go ahead, DBS. Go ahead and read it.
Thank you for reaching out to us. Yes, ma'am. Inmate Wilson completed his disciplinary confinement on January 1st, 2026. He is doing well. That's what you're talking about, right? Inmate Wilson is permitted to make phone
Yep.
calls once a month. Yes, ma'am. He is able to communicate with other inmates on his wing. It's not both. Please don't hesitate to contact me. I hope you have a great day. Respectfully, redacted, Senior Classification Officer, Union Correction Institution, Florida Department of Corrections, P.O. Box 1000.
So you remember we were talking about this, him trying to do this good behavior shit, trying to get access to certain things and trying to get privileges back and tablets and shit like that. He might be trying to get access to this documentary. You know how full of himself he is. You know what I mean?
Well, we know what happened last time he was in the population of the wing of his
Right.
death row where he was at, and he turns into a sexual deviant.
Shit gets
He gets
bad. Yeah.
bullied. He's got enemies already, dude. They extorted him,
Facts.
with the pitcher situation. So, I mean, it could go a
He,
couple
he
ways.
always does some weird shit. He always posts some weird shit. Pause. Like, no
Yep,
pun intended, but he's always on some weird shit. Weirdo Wade.
yep. No, for sure, bro. He's always in. Somebody said earlier that dude looked like Wade's boyfriend. Dude, if that dude ended up in a cell with Wade, he would try to titty fuck that guy, bro.
On dogs. On dead dogs.
Man, they would start their own
He'd
gay
wait till he's
Nazi
asleep.
club, bro. There'd be a whole bunch of gay Nazi-ness going on, bro.
Both want to be Nazis. Is that what it is, Ronnie? Or
Definitely. Definitely. That should be that'd be a weirdo fuck fest in there. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
dude, for
shit.
sure. Well, that's the update on the Wade stuff. Just want to get that out the gate. Um, next thing is okay. So first of all, this dude, this dude killed this dude, which is just fucking horrible. Goes to a hockey event, kills his family. They find out that he's actually a transgender bodybuilder type of dude. I guess I don't fucking know. This dude, he's dead himself. Um, I don't know. Thoughts, DBS?
Just gotta go, bro. Just gotta go. I
I,
appreciate it.
I told you about the painter. So listen, man, we all worked the construction site, right?
Right.
I don't know if you guys ever had this, but we had this painter Bob, right? And he had a pair of tits, and everybody be scared to be
Oh,
left it. Dude, he had a pair of
yo,
fucking. Bro, me and Hunter Zans, my brother, we used to go to 7-Eleven, dude. He'd pop out, he'd be showing his titties to other dudes and
yo,
shit.
pop out is crazy. Hold on.
Dude,
First of all, pop out is crazy. That's
he'd pop
crazy
out.
work. That's wicked wild, right? I've been on a lot of construction sites back in the day doing my
Hmm.
demolition. I never seen like they ain't no such thing as chicks with dicks,
Bro, he's
right? Just
basically
dude with
saying that
tits.
there's
Like I've
fucking
never
job
seen some shit
sites
like
with
this on
booty
a
bandits.
construction site. That's all I'm gonna say. Like that's
Job
crazy.
site booty bandits, bro. That's what you're saying, plug. You got job
Yo,
site booty bandits.
and
No,
then
because a
flashing the
booty band
itty
is a
bitty
top.
titties. That's crazy.
A booty band is a top. These dudes that get the titties
Man, there's
do
levels of
like
booty
work,
bandits,
they're
man.
like bottoms.
He's looking for something, man. He's fucking flashing motherfuckers,
Yo,
bro.
he's looking for love in
Something.
all the wrong places, bro. What the fuck?
He's trying to get something, man. He's searching for beauty.
Yo, this is crazy.
And we could clown this fucking dude because he's a piece of shit, bro. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I don't
rest
want to
in
hear
peace
it.
to his family, his wife. Well, his
Yeah,
I don't,
definitely rest in peace to
yeah,
the victims. But this
yeah, I
dude
don't know
right
how
here,
to address
he needs to
this.
get bullied after death, bro. He needs to get fucking shit on after death. He's a
Well,
piece of shit.
that skull and those lightning bolts on his arm, man. That says it all. I don't know. There's a lot of confusion going on. I
You could
think
tell
they
he
were.
just went to some random tattoo shop or had some friends do that. There's a lot of
I
cover up.
don't
That
know.
ain't no prison work. Like,
Maybe he was really like manly in the beginning, and he drank some tap water too many times, and then he just turned like weirdly like transsexual or something.
Dude,
But
he
yeah,
probably
this.
got bullied so much on the fucking job site that he went and got him a pair of tits. Now listen, look at this shit right here. Right? This is Alex Jones. Obviously, it's always some political stuff on all these killings that's happened recently.
yeah, it's
And this
always a conspiracy too. Like he's that guy when it comes to conspiracy theories. Like we all know that.
Yeah, so this dude Roberto Durango, whatever his fucking name is with the tits, right? Shut the fuck up, Alex. Don't be so butthurt over somebody different and then wonder why trans people go fucking berserk. And this was 2/15/2026.
So yeah, he's looking for something. I don't know what he's looking for, but he's definitely. I don't think he hit his mark. I'll tell you that. He just. And this is the kind of shit that goes to show you that like maybe hormones shouldn't be pumped into people that shouldn't have those hormones, right? I'm just saying. Respectfully, I think anytime that you mess with the chemistry of the body, man, it's a no go. You're not supposed to do that. Respectfully.
Yeah, man, that's just wild work right there, man. I
Yeah,
gotta be real. I'm still stuck on homeboy flashing the titties on the job site. That's wild work, bro.
All right.
yeah, that's
That's
him
how
right
you
there.
get punched in your lip. Like what the fuck? And then you don't know. Like, can I hit him or can I not hit him? Is it a bitch? Like I can't hit a bitch. Like that's crazy.
Whoa, wait, yo,
Whoa,
wait,
hey,
Whoa, whoa,
yo,
whoa,
yo,
whoa,
hey,
whoa.
whoa,
yo,
Oh
whoa,
shit.
whoa.
I can't
hey,
get it off
yo.
the
What the
screen.
fuck?
It won't leave.
Oh
What is
hell
this?
Fuck.
no.
Oh,
Ah,
fuck, dude.
Oh, this is even. This is
yo,
wild
hold
work.
on, time out, time out. We were talking about this earlier, man. I saw this picture, man. It was a shock. Fucking shock. Shock was real. Imagine getting on the elevator with this man right here,
Hell no. I'm head, but
bro.
yo,
Just
bro.
you
He
and this
getting
man
head,
in
but
the elevator,
he look
bro.
like Hulk Hogan, ugly sister. What
I'm
the
five
fuck you
seven,
got going
brother.
on?
I'm 5'7". I know you guys are above the 6 foot mark, man. But this right here, man, I don't know what the fuck will go down in this situation, man.
The Hocus
I'd be,
Pocus tranny edition. Go ahead.
I would be so fucking alarmed and so, oh my man,
Yo, I got
Jesus,
a 3 feet bubble, bro. Don't break it. Don't come within
bruh,
3 feet of me,
fuck
bro.
that,
Shit's gonna
bro.
get ugly. I don't give a fuck,
Put
bro.
you
You
down like
flexing
a
like
fucking
that, like
sack of
you buff
potatoes.
Bagwell. You acting like you buff
You
Bagwell with
see
purple
that
hair. It's
shit right
crazy.
there? I'm taking you out, man.
This
No
is
Epstein,
crazy. This is
no
like
titties,
WWE
bro.
LGBTQ. What the fuck?
Man, it's like inviting Wes Watson over for dinner and he leaves with your mama's fucking shirt, bro. It's
Yo,
fucking
that's
weird,
wild
bro.
work.
Can't can't do it. That
Nah,
is
that's
alarming. And you got the
crazy.
Nazi tattoos on you too, man. I'm
But
done.
he could run a skid steer though. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen dude. This
Oh
dude was
fuck, bro.
fucking running. Dude, he ran a construction site, bro.
What gay ass construction site was? You know what? Let me shut the fuck up, bro. Yo,
So he was
yo,
mad at the world.
YMCA
This is
tattoo on.
my thing. This is what pisses me off the most, right? All jokes aside, his family supported his transition. His sons, his daughter, his whole family supported him, and he took out what the world has been talking about transgenders and what's going on, the Charlie Kirk situation. He took that
Right.
all out on his own family in the public eye. And dude, honestly, bro, they almost, dude, the people got a hold of him and put they had one of his titties in, like, dude, they grabbed him in a headlock. The dude had a titty in his arm. He's trying to get the gun from him. This dude ends up killing
What?
himself, bro.
Yo,
What?
that's crazy,
Nah,
bro.
stop it, bro. What are you
Yo, I
talking
got
about,
so
my
many
guy?
puns with hoes and hammers and nails and
Yo,
like
can we
this
take this
homeboy
off the
still got
screen,
the
my guy? This shit is
yeah, this
making
Yeah,
me
shit
I
like,
got
funny.
other
whoa,
ones.
hey,
Oh
yo, what the
shit.
fuck is going on? Son?
Yo,
Yo, this is
when your
like
uncle
fucking
becomes your auntie, that's
this
crazy.
is like putting Fred Flintstone in a dress, son. What the fuck is going on here, bro? Oh my gosh.
You're looking like
Nah,
body rubble, bro. What the fuck?
It's
In the
like
what
Dice
the
world?
Clay in the dress.
yo, bro, you see
I got
I
him
was
before the tits. I tried it. So this is my
yo
other job today was try to find previous pictures of this guy that committed this murder in Rhode Island to find pictures of him before he got the titties. And I went around and this is the only, but he still had the nails. So I think he was on his rocker tip at this point, hasn't fully
Yeah,
decided to become a woman.
he's still looking flamboyant and
I told
flagrant.
you he's
Yeah,
about
he's
3
still
hours
looking
away.
feminine shit. Oh, he was on his
Tap water
Bundy
away
shit.
from fucking turning whatever that was, bro.
But
Whatever,
yo, matching the turquoise nails with the ring and the fucking shades is crazy.
bro.
Like
You
you
see how
gotta know.
yo, you see the
At this
ring,
point, you
bro?
gotta know, bro.
My mom used to rock rings like that, bro. He's got the glasses
You
on
look
the
like a
side of his
biker
fingers
chick.
too. I don't know what's good. Half and half, bro. He's got the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde shit going on,
Yeah, facts.
or Two Face shit. He might be a Gemini. No, not
Bro,
Gemini.
even
One
the
of them.
trans community is
Either of them.
embarrassed of this guy. The trans community's already came out. They said we don't. This guy wasn't fully
Nobody's trying to
trans.
claim him. Yeah, yeah.
He wasn't fully trans. He didn't want to cut it. He didn't want to cut. He was, you know what I mean. He was trying
Rhode
to grow
Island ain't trying
tits.
to claim him.
I
The
think there's a lot of mental health
LGBTQ.
here, man. A lot of
Yeah,
mental health
yeah,
here.
100%. All jokes aside, I was gonna bring that up. There's definitely something going on with the mind, like in the brain. Like something ain't right. Dude ain't all there. Like you know what I mean? He's
And
shot.
that's
Like
dangerous, man. That's
he's
super
touched.
dangerous, man, because he looks super
Pause.
strong. Super duper strong, man. Female playing a female or not, man. You gotta remember this is still a man.
Yeah, he flexing the pecs, bro. That's crazy.
I'd be scared as fuck to be around this guy, bro. I
For
don't know
real,
what's
bro.
going on. What the
Bro, because dude, he'd fuck you up, bro. At the end of the day, bro, he's like Brian Urlacher, bro. He's playing
Bro
fucking
said he
damn
put somebody in
lacrosse.
a headlock and had him licking the titty. That's crazy.
what the fuck is going on here, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck this guy, bro. He deserved to die. Now, let's get back to this, man. So what's up with 1090 Jake, man? Why is he still on Pino's neck of everything Pino does? Because Pino was, so if anybody don't know, I did it live on New Age Plug, 10 hours long. We're over there. Pino came up. Pino starts flexing. Another gentleman by the name of Flame Schroeder, he was flexing. 1090 Jake, 3 hours later, posts this picture. He's like, you have to, what does he say? You can't flex when you earn it.
You can only flex when you earn it. Listen, man, I think he keeps a lot of people alive when he's actually giving a lot of a lot of meat to those who need it, man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. He's doing some half-ass 50 shit. He's keeping shit afloat, man. That's what I think. It's just my thoughts.
You
And
can
he's
flex
staying
when you
relevant.
earn it.
Cause at the end of the day, man, he could definitely keep it moving, trucking, and fucking climb that totem pole and not look back if he wanted to. But for whatever reason, he does. You know what I mean? I don't know. Is some sick attachment that he has towards Pino or something. I don't know. They got some kind of love affair that nobody really understands. But whatever. To
Still ain't
each
got
his
an
own.
arm like this guy's.
Definitely no. You guys better get some
Yo,
testy tests.
yo,
This
that's
guy's got
wild
to be
work.
on HGH though.
With the
He had to be
purple
on
hair though, that's crazy,
a whole
bro.
bunch of different hormones, a little bit of estrogen. He was
Look
fucking
like Krusty
cocktail
the
shit.
Clown on steroids. What the fuck we got going on?
He was trying to be a chemist, man. What the fuck is going on here?
He got the tan, like that's a membership tan. That ain't a beach tan. That's like he going he going every day. That's a tan
That's
salon
it.
tan, bro.
That's a jail pose right there, son. I don't know what this
That's what
guy's doing.
I looked him up. He didn't go to prison. He has been arrested before though, but no prison time.
Bro, I guarantee you he's on some amateur wrestler shit.
He's
You
confused as fuck, or he was confused as fuck, man. I'm telling
think
you, the
he bought
hormones have fucked these
Bagwell.
guys up,
I
man.
got
They
some
don't know
long
what they want to be.
stories.
The hormones is no good, man. I told you, man. Injecting shit, man, not good for you, man. You know, a little bit more test. I heard is after 40 is it's not too bad. But like when you're doing estrogen and shit, man, not a good look, my guy.
Yeah, yeah,
Not a
that's
good
just
look.
gonna boost your testosterone, like you know what I mean, a little bit of whatever, you know what I mean. But you know, anything of too much is no good, you know what I mean. So it's like
Whoa,
that's
huh?
just crazy, bro.
Whoa.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
that is true though. That is true. Um.
No, you was talking
So
about like testosterone after 40, a little bit is okay, that's cool. But
Oh yeah,
before
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
start
yeah.
doing
A little,
too much of
nothing
anything is no
crazy.
good, you know what I mean?
your
Yeah,
head's in the gutter, DVS.
whoa, I don't know what the fuck is going on here, man. I'm just
Whoa,
giving
e, whoa, e.
Hey,
Let's
yo,
get to
that motherfucker got
let's
us
get
all
to
confused right now, bro. What the
a
fuck?
statement from Sheriff
yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Nanos and the Nancy
America's
Guthrie investigation.
yeah,
America.
America's favorite grandmother right now, or everyone's everyone wants this lady to come back. Of course, we're all saying the same thing. I haven't seen one well, I actually did see people on TikTok saying they
I'm a
didn't give a fuck.
realist.
You're a
She's not
realist. What
getting.
does that mean?
She's no longer with us, brother.
Come
She's
on now, we don't know that. See the negativity, bro.
man.
You're putting that out into the world, bro.
Listen, man. There's a lot of blood that was left at the crime scene when they abducted her. And I'll tell you right now, man. I don't think they stopped that bleeding. She's too old to get that stuff stopped. You know what I mean? Like, especially if there's medications involved. You know, the older they are, the thinner the blood. Especially if they're already on some sort of medication. I hope that. I don't know. I
She's
don't know,
still
man.
alive, bro. She's still
They already
alive.
tried to Bluetooth the pacemaker, man. It's not pinging
Listen, man,
back.
I know she's still alive, bro. I can feel it in my soul. She's still alive, bro.
I'm a realist, brother. There's way too much blood, and I know there are not any kind
So
of nurses
I
or
see what you're talking about. You're talking
folks.
about the blood that was outside of the house that was on the ground. That I seen Duty Ron that was reviewing that blood, right? And
Yeah, I
they're
actually
saying that
sent
she's
some
on.
shit to the group chat about the DNA and the camera shit that they found on the ring cam or some shit,
Yeah,
like
that's right,
DNA.
Tronny. Yeah.
I mean, crazy. But I didn't see Duty Wrong cover it, but
No, they had
Yeah.
some good points about the blood thinners and where the blood came from. Definitely, definitely. It could have came from the nose somewhere like that, but they're saying it did come from the mouth.
It looks
But
like somebody. It looked like it was really, honestly, like she was gun butted somewhere, in a really, vital place in her face. You know what I mean? Could have been, her nose or eye socket. Could have been, it could have been. You got to remember, the older you are, the brittle you are. The skull loses the density it once has when you were younger, and women don't have the density as a man as it is, anyways, right? So she was old, she was frail, she's on medication that's probably already contributing to age factors and all that. Listen, man, it wouldn't be that hard to fracture a skull, especially with a gun butt or something like that. But there was a significant amount of blood there.
so you think she might
And
have got pistol whipped? Is what you're saying?
yeah, I think that, and they're not qualified. I don't think, anyways, to stop the bleeding, bro.
Right,
That's a whole nother scenario of how things. They got special protocols to deal with the elderly,
right.
especially on medications and all that. And their skin is thinner than ours. There's a lot of things that take place.
True, true. Respectfully, true. Claudia, thank you. We appreciate you. Salute.
thank you, Claudia. So DVS, do you believe that this Nancy case that's going on right now and how it flooded media? I've never seen anything like this. The way that it kind of it's a mainstream true crime case where it's every chance. If you got like Jumpsuit Pablo and Brian Enton both covering the same thing, when's the last time that happened? Was it maybe Charlie Kirk, right? But yeah, I don't know. That was a bad example. But like I just
Nah,
see
but
like
you're right. It just took over. Like overnight, the shit was everywhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy, bro. And it's there's so many different opinions and conspiracies and opinions that it's kind of hard to wrap your head around the whole shit. But when you have new evidence and new shit coming out with the ring cam and the DNA and shit like that, people are getting more concerned. You know what I mean?
And that was super reckless, man. Who goes to a ring cam with a mask on and starts making demands, man? What is this? This is some movie shit. Who sent you, my guy?
they say it might be this guy, the neighbor.
What's going on, Jason?
It's probably one of the craziest things I think I've ever seen. I've been through the, Gary Triano bombing. I've gone through the, seen the Elizabeth South case, but nothing quite like this. But I will also say it takes a lot of cojones for the sheriff's officer to be at the U of A basketball game last night instead of doing his job. I think it's pretty disgusting. I understand people need a break.
Whoa.
But this is not the time nor the place to do that.
So how long have you been living here?
I've been living in Tucson for about 36 years.
And you live around here?
I live about 15 minutes.
Okay,
from here.
15 minutes. So what do you think happened here? As you being a Tucson resident, what's your gut telling you?
My gut is telling me that it's the brother-in-law or the son-in-law.
Son-in-law. Why?
Just too many things. He had pictures. There was a picture or two that came out, and you haven't seen him since. You haven't heard from him.
Radio silent.
The other people have, the family, Savannah and her brother and sister have done things. He hasn't been involved in any of it, and I don't know if he's trying to stay away from the limelight or what it is, but I can tell you this, it's very suspicious to me.
I mean,
Yo,
Explain this
that's
to me.
crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, I just want to say one thing. Right before we seen the DNA thing and the doorbell, the camera, the ring. You know what I mean? The ringer cam and shit like that. Remember we seen that video of the family just kind of begging for her to come back so they could celebrate with her and all this other shit. And we were kind of making our assumptions and forming our opinions and stuff like that. Like that somebody might
Briefly,
have,
vaguely, I
she might
remember.
still be
Yeah.
alive and it might be like a ransom type thing. And then all of a sudden, if you fast forward like a week later and that they're at the doorbell making demands, it's like, that shit's crazy. Like, we don't believe in coincidences up here. That's just kind of crazy for me.
If this was my grandma, right, I
What?
wouldn't sleep.
Developments
I
in
wouldn't
the
sleep till I found my grandma. I wouldn't. I would definitely hold the sheriff accountable. The sheriff has been kind of weird in this
Right.
whole thing. Bonnie said earlier in the comments the sheriff should walk. Just by how he's handling the case. Even ruling out the family already. Like, who
Right.
does that? Who rules out? Did you read that? Did we read that? That was on screen, or do we forget?
I'm not sure, but
Read that real quick, DBS.
Oh, we didn't read it out. Nope. To be clear, the Guthrie family, to include all siblings and spouses, has been cleared as possible suspects in this case. Family has been nothing but cooperative and gracious and are victims in the case. To suggest otherwise is not only wrong, it's cruel. The Guthrie family are victims, plain and simple. Please, I'm begging you, the media, to honor your profession and report with some sense of compassion and professionalism. Chris Nanos, the sheriff.
Yeah, but this is the thing. They don't even have Nancy yet. How could they say this? How could they haven't even took it to the point? I think they're doing a geograph or whatever test like they did with Brian Koberger for like to see it where the DNA, like if we could get a family member of close to the DNA, right? And they haven't even done that. They don't know. They don't know 100% that the family has nothing to do with this at this moment. There's no way.
but
What,
it's
their
too early.
alibis? Go
It's
ahead.
too early to start eliminating. No, I think you're right. I'm just like going off of what you're saying. I think it's way too
Right.
early to start the process of elimination when you haven't done your due diligence. Like you got to do a little bit more digging before you really start eliminating suspects. It's
And you
crazy,
don't want to really, you don't want to startle anybody that could be a subject. So what they're
right?
going to do is they're gonna say, "Hey, listen, nobody's a suspect," and they still might be trying to gather information just so people can calm down and relax. You know what I mean? It is a tactic that they use. So it could be an investigation that's quiet as kept, but they're leading them to believe that there's nothing happening and there's not a suspect. So it would give them, uh, you know, free range to be normal and act as
Right.
if they're good.
Yeah, they
That's the
should be
tactic
keeping
they
shit
use.
close to their chest too. You know what I mean? But exactly.
Hey, I got to go real quick. The DBS has some emergency just pop up. Hey, but listen, just keep covering Nancy. I'll be right back.
Mm. Hope everything's all right, plug man. Yeah, we got this, man. I don't know if we should go on with this video right here. It's a TMZ video. I sped it up and I put the captions on, so we might be in the clear. But let's look at this and see what they're saying. They might give us something that we don't know.
All right, let's
Nancy
get
Guthrie
into it.
kidnapping case. First of all, the testing of that glove, the DNA testing in Florida, is complete. Now, that doesn't answer the questions about whose DNA is it and are they connected to this kidnapping? Because under federal law, the glove has to be tested in the state where the glove is found. That is the requirement that the FBI has before they can put it in the CODIS system. CODIS is Combined DNA Intake System. That has 27 million DNA profiles. And in order to check out the DNA in that system, in the CODIS system, the glove has to be tested in the state where it was found, and that is Arizona. That glove, we're told, is in Arizona right now. This is called a PCR test. It's the most sophisticated DNA test. It's the gold standard. Usually takes just a day to get the results. we are told that in the next 24 hours, once that glove is tested and the results are in, that profile will go into the CODIS system. So that should be resolved within 24 hours and maybe sooner. Now, we are also told, and I think this is really interesting, that the glove that was tested is not the glove that the New York Post found. It is a different glove. So up to this point, everybody, and really us included, we assumed that was the glove. We are now told by people connected to this, it is not the glove. It is a different glove that authorities found 2 miles from Nancy's house. Now,
Man, that's
something,
crazy. That's crazy. That's a different glove. 2 miles they found from the house, right? I just want to be
Yeah, no.
mindful of, not letting that run out too much and pausing it here and there, fair use and all that. But that gives a little bit of context. And a lot of people were tripping off that earlier on, you
Yeah,
know?
no, yeah. It's a lot of information, I guess, too much at once because a lot of this stuff is misleading. A lot of people are misled to where it's like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Um, Brian Ensign has got a pretty good take on it.
Yeah.
I think we should check this out, man.
Yeah, I also
Appreciate
put
it.
some shit in the private chat that Plug had sent us. I don't know if this is the same video, but we'll pull that up next. But yeah, did you want to finish that TMZ video? I was just chiming in. Or was
I
that pretty
actually don't.
much the gist of it?
I don't want to stay on there too long, to be honest. I
Yeah,
don't want to
yeah,
get
we got to be
any
careful.
kind of
Yes,
situations. Um, but for whatever reason, man, like I was saying before, there's a lot of things that just don't make sense.
facts.
But let's get into what he thinks.
Just click to subscribe. I'm actually outside the Pima County Sheriff's Office right now. Just a little while ago, I wrapped up an interview with the sheriff. Got a lot of new information, some stuff about the cameras at Nancy's house. I knew that there were other Google Nest cameras, and I was wondering if they had the video yet from those, just like they did from the front, if the FBI was able to get it. He says no, that they're waiting on Google. He's going to explain that. Also, new information about the DNA testing. There was no match with CODIS. It's interesting that the FBI is telling us that, by the way. What does that actually mean?
That's what I was saying, plug. I mean, Ronnie. Like it just doesn't. You know what I mean? There's a
Yeah,
lot of misleading factors here that it's almost like you can't find out what's. Usually you can read between the lines of a case, and
right.
he's like, here's a good direction. You get a good sense. Go in that direction.
Yeah, you
But
get
this
somewhat of an
shit,
idea what's really going on type
yeah, this
shit.
shit right here, the sense is so fucking vague, man. Like I don't know if they got some shit that they're trying to figure out. That's like, I don't know, but there is a lot of misinformation.
Could
Yeah.
there be something going on behind the scenes? I've got my retired FBI friend who's going to kind of explain all of that. And then there was some action at Nancy Guthrie's house today that I have video of. Some of it a little perplexing. I'll get into all of it in this episode of Brian Ensign Investigates. Hey guys, so I'm outside the Pima County Sheriff's Office, and again, I'm going to get to that interview with the sheriff in a second, but I wanted to give you all the latest updates from today. Some are pretty significant. First of all, when it comes to DNA, we learned that they put the DNA from the glove that was located about 2 miles from Nancy Guthrie's house. They put the DNA into the FBI CODIS database, which is the database where all of the criminals, their DNA is entered into it. It's a massive federal database. So the DNA.
Yeah, that usually anybody who's charged with a felony,
Yep.
that they usually gotta. It's a part of the sentencing guidelines
Yep.
that you give a DNA sample, usually a mouth swab.
Swab. Yeah, yeah. It's part of
So
the
it's,
process, so they could do tests like this, and if anything comes back and it's a match, it's a wrap. You know.
and if it's something a match that they they're trying to figure out, depending on how old it is and whatever the case may be, they'll wait until your last day, your release date. They'll let you walk out the gates and they'll snatch you up
It's overhead. Yep. Yep.
immediately.
Facts
Like
though.
you're not going nowhere.
It was
Exactly.
finally entered in the CODIS database, and it came back without a match, which is obviously not good news. It's not really what anyone was hoping to hear. And I've also learned that other DNA from this case, from the Nancy Guthrie investigation that was entered into the CODIS database has come back negative for a match. So at this point, no matches in CODIS, although I'm told there's still more.
So I know a lot of people were, pretty pissed off about these Epstein files. I seen somebody put up a comment. There should be a database for all people that work with children. Um, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I am actually in the works of trying to format or put together some sort of a oversight committee that would cater to group homes, foster homes, or any kind of facility that would need extra eyes to
Yeah.
see any kind of warning signs that grooming, sexual,
Yeah. DYS, youth offender, shit like that. All
any
that
kind of
shit.
sexual deviance work in there. It would be an outside agency that would be an oversight committee over staff, not children. But it would also
100%.
be if there was any kind of you know sexual deviance happening amongst the children, but
Right.
more so for staff to be an oversight to
Definitely.
tell and see
Because that
warning
abuse
signs.
of power, that balance of power, like with the adult and the children, like a student versus teacher or a professor or somebody in a position of power. You know what I mean? But we were actually just talking about this shit behind the scenes with this Epstein shit. Like this shit is like the X Files is getting crazy.
Well, there's so much stuff out there right now that you don't know if what you're reading, because it's so horrific, is actually true.
Yeah,
Like
it's almost
it's a mind fuck.
unbelievable. Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
mind fuck because it's like it's like we know, like it's almost they prepared everybody in a sense to be desensitized with all the fakeness about just fake news. And I'm not trying to be a right or lefter. I don't believe in the bird at all because
right, right.
it's all a part of the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Just get that motherfucker out the sky and let's start anew, something else. But when it comes to this, man, I just trailed off with that because I'm just sick of the shit. It's a
I
bunch of
hear you though.
bullshit. All these motherfuckers are pedos, cannibals. Uh, they're thriving off of the heartache and the oppression of everybody else,
Yeah,
man.
the tragedy and the energy of fucking the young and the innocent.
But they desensitize us so much that when it comes to actually seeing these files, people don't it can't really digest because
They
they've
don't know how
been
to take it. We don't know how to
they don't
take it type shit. We don't know
they've
what's what.
digested so much
Right.
before this that it's just like
They shove so much bullshit
they're
down your throat
fatigued.
that when you
Like,
see the truth, you don't know what the
I'm
fuck
numb
to
to
think.
this already because
Right, right,
honestly, there's not enough people that are pissed off, man. I'm not
right.
gonna lie to you. I'm so angry that there's not enough people that are actually
And
fucking
that makes
pissed
you
off.
think. It's like why, like you said, it's like why they being quiet about certain shit, or why they ain't mad about certain shit. Why they
Well, I'm
ain't sad
talking
or
more
upset
so
about
about
certain shit.
the masses, really, to be honest
Right,
with you. And
right,
statistically, it just proves everything that I believe to be fucking accurate when it comes to 99% of the masses are fucking so asleep that they don't give a fuck, bro. There's a very small percentage of people that care. And I don't know, it's sickening to know that, everybody's going on with the regular, scheduled program, but
caring about their business. Right.
there's kids, bro.
It's just crazy shit.
I, listen. I just heard something about. Let's be real, man. I heard something about, and like I said, all this stuff is so desensitizing that it's like when you hear about it, it's just like, yo, is that shit real? Is this made up? Are they trying to get a rise out of me? Should I have a rise? Should I be angry? Should I be
Right.
numb? Right? Because it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't
Yeah, and you
type
don't know what to
situation.
believe type shit. You don't know what the fuck's what, who, and what's true. You know what I mean? Like,
But I say that to say this, Ronnie, right? Because there's a situation or information going around about what Epstein and Grisham and somebody else did to a little girl before they essayed her and allegedly offed her. Right? She kept on crying for Jesus. She said that Jesus was going to save her. These sick fucks, bro. They dressed up as Jesus and violated her. Bruh.
That's crazy. It don't get more evil. Like what the fuck?
Everything else, my guy. Like I'm convinced. You know what I mean? And I hate, shit. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
And in other countries, you know what they're doing to people that's on the list?
They handling motherfucking business. I'm hoping like
That
they taking it a
not
lot
not
more
to not
serious.
well, a lot more serious than what the fuck we're doing.
Right,
But they're not really, they're not all the way in the way they
right.
should. Because there's a woman that said, if they were to prosecute everybody and really take care of things the way it should be, the system would collapse.
That's crazy.
The government would fall. I don't think there would be enough people or people with experience to take the places of those who've been involved.
That's fucking crazy to think about. Like what the fuck, bro? That's some sick shit, bro. Sadistic sick shit. Did you want to finish that video or did you peep the one in the
Diabolical.
private chat?
No, that's the same one. Now
I bet.
we'll
I
get
just
back
making
to it.
sure.
DNA that they plan to enter into the database. We've also confirmed that they have started the IgG DNA process, which is the investigative genetic genealogy. And if that sounds familiar, that's because that is one of the big things that cracked the Brian Koberg.
See how easy it was to get right back into this fucking whatever the fuck he's saying about Guthrie? We just veered right back to this bullshit, and we just spoke about some wild shit with Epstein's, and that's supposed the fucking everything's supposed to stop, bro, and everybody's supposed to get up, and we're supposed to fucking go somewhere, bro. I don't know what the fuck is going on, bro, but this is how easy this is. Right back to fucking talking about whoever the fuck this guy is, right? What the fuck, bro? So desensitized. And I don't mean to point you or specifically, Ronnie, but even me, I veered the fuck off too. Let's get
Right.
back to this right here. Yo, bro, I just said what I said, and here we are. Boom, talking to this guy out of his trunk of his car about some old lady that we know nothing about until fucking 4 or 5 days ago. But we do know that the kid's missing and being eaten, fucking sexually molested, and we're talking about fucking the old lady that got gun butted. Just
Crazy.
saying, bro. I just but we can go back to whatever the fuck this is if you like, because
Well, I'm
everybody
just
else
trying
is
to stay
doing
on
it.
topic with the chat and the thumbnail title and you know what I'm saying? That's
I would
you know
hope that.
me, I was ready to go live and do a whole live about that shit with you. You
No,
already
yeah,
know what it
I
is.
mean, no, yo, listen, man. They were talking about depopulating the poor. How do we depopulate the poor? How do we get rid of poor people?
Yeah.
In other words, how do you get rid of black and brown people? Right?
Population control. They've been doing that shit for a grip.
And then they got documents and emails talking about they were going on hunts to
And then
hunt.
I just want to say it ain't always just about race. It's about class. They're taking out the poor. It doesn't matter what color you are. It's the poor that they target, in my opinion.
We got to remember the most richest part of the oil is the sludge at the bottom of the barrel, bro. That's where you get all of the, bro. That's the cream of the fucking system, son. Listen, crime pays, bro. And when you don't create resolutions and solutions and opportunities to get yourself out of the fucking quicksand, all it is a perpetuating cycle for it to keep on happening because it's a money pit, bro. That's all it is.
Yeah. Not a dollar sign of America, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a racial thing amongst us, but up there, bro, it's numbers, bro. Zip codes and numbers, bro.
Dollar
What
signs
zip
all the
codes
time.
are gonna bring us money? And we're
Facts.
not talking about that kind of which neighborhoods and what zip codes are gonna perpetuate the crime so we consistently have fucking court revolving doors.
Yep, that's why when I walk out, like I'm in the hood, that's why when I walk out the door, there's a liquor store, there's a gun store, there's a tattoo shop, there's a
Shit is
weed, there's
strategic.
a dispensary, there's a smoke shop, there's another tattoo shop, another liquor store. It's like every few miles,
Bro,
that's all I see.
let's you try to get a fucking grocery store or a liquor store. Yo, bro, you have so much red tape, bro. But and I'm not trying to turn this into foreign policies, but it's specifically designed that way so nobody else can, either prosper or turn this shit around. But it's always gonna be somebody outside that comes in and fucking orchestrate shit, and they'll get that shit with a fucking handed to them in a basket. Let me and you try to figure some shit out. Bro, there would be so much red tape that we wouldn't get no grants, no loans, none of
None of
that
that
shit.
shit. Facts. Shout out to the chat, man. Hit that like button if you like something. And shit got blue eyes, DVS, Scandalous Squad, stuck in the system. Let's
Yeah,
go.
and that Andrea Chrome shit too, man. That's another thing too, man. We forget that they were sucking the blood out of babies, bro. Let's be real, man.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
uh, I mean, we're gonna talk about it. Let's fucking talk about it for real. I'm just saying, stop tiptoeing around the fuck shit, bro. They're eating kids, bro.
When you
Epstein
see all these
ordered.
secret societies and shit like that, and the Skull and Bones of Freemasons and other initiations and rituals that they be doing and allegedly be like partaking in, and it's all this evil, satanic, devil worshiping, praying off for the innocents and shit like that Balenciaga shit. It's just it's the rich and the elite models, rappers, actors, all the rich and famous, and then the people above them that are pulling the strings, the puppet masters, politicians, and the people above them, the rich family that run them. The whole world the whole country is crazy.
Well, I think you got it right. I think this shit is, worldwide. I think they have. I'm just saying, right? Not everybody's good with math. And I'm no fucking genius or nothing like that. But when you look at this in a number aspect, bro, it's very clear to see what the fuck is going on, bro. If you if you take everything that you can see, well, I've been through the system from a very young age, so I've seen it all. Like I know the belly of the beast, and I know the fucking brain on how this shit runs, man. So it's very easy for me to see the shit because I have all the information. I just gotta place it and put it where I need it to be. You know what I mean? So when it comes to this shit, man, they've got a plan, man. I just veered off because I was just so deep in thought. But fuck, man.
Yeah, that shit gets deep. That's a whole rabbit hole, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy how, like I said earlier, nobody gives a fuck right now. Nobody cares. Everybody's back to program. But let's be real, they were eating kids, bro. Kidnapping kids. Think about how many kids go missing. That
Yep.
trafficking shit is not it's not a myth. It's not like some fairy tale
No,
that
that's some real shit that's really
fucking
going
scary
on.
shit to tell kids. I mean, it is, but there's a lot of truth behind that shit. I've been in group homes where there were sex rings being operated. I know, I know what the fuck to look for, what's happening, and see. I experienced that shit firsthand in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, fuck out of here. All this shit is connected. ACS, they're fucking scouting and looking and all that shit. If you even get so deep into it, Picture Day back in the day.
Yep.
That guy that owned the fucking picture company that took the pictures of us as kids,
Yep.
guess who is he friends with? Fucking Epstein, my
You already
guy.
know.
They had a catalog
Yep.
of kids to choose from.
Yep.
Addresses, telephone numbers. Come on. Let's be real.
Yeah, and even when you purchase that shit, you give your information. You know what I mean?
Yeah, come on, man. Think about all the kids that get fucking snatched up on a regular basis. You think it's just random? There's some homework done behind that shit. Shit is a fucking business.
Hey, if you're gonna cover the Cuff Boys, if you're gonna cover Epstein, do the Cuff Boy video I showed you. I don't know if you're
Excuse?
getting off Nancy now. I'm just
Yeah,
letting
I
you
was
know.
just texting him that. I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I was just texting him that.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't see
That
no link.
Yeah, if you're going into the next topic, go ahead and cover it. All right, thank you.
I don't know if you want to finish that video first or you want to get right into it, but
Talking about this guy sitting back on the end of the car. This guy right here. Sure, we can get back into Brian Hager.
No, if you're no
no, if we're
DVS,
done with
DVS,
this,
DVS. Listen,
go to
brother.
Cuff Boys if we're gonna
Yeah,
cover Epstein.
DVS. If
I
you
don't
want to
have that,
cover,
brother.
oh my gosh, yeah, I get it. It was the first video you had up when we were backstage, brother. Um, if you're gonna cut, that's what I'm saying. You could, if you want to cover Epstein, go into that video. If not, go cover
Oh, I
Gant. You know what I'm
got it.
saying? You're going back and forth. So, but if you want to stay at Epstein, go ahead. I don't care, bro. You're acting like we're trying not to cover Epstein. You can
Right.
go and do Epstein. Do it, bro. You're in
Yeah.
the zone to do it. Do it. But just yeah, let's get some videos running. Let's get some reactions. All right.
YouTube streets.
Back in 2020. On behalf of Marsh Law Firm and Joanna Silberg, PhD, we write to provide information about one of our clients, redacted. There's an initial to woman who has reported that in redacted the year. She was used by individuals meeting the descriptions. Dr. Silberg's an internationally renowned expert in severe childhood
Hey, brother,
SA,
DBS,
association, circumstances of
DBS.
Epstein.
Started from the beginning, brother, because people don't know what we're watching. You started from when you started watching it earlier. Thank you.
YouTube streets. Yeah.
Today, we're reading one of the most disturbing documents in the Epstein files. A lawyer representing a victim sent a formal letter laying out detailed allegations, claimed photograph evidence, and descriptions investigators were urged to verify. Two really bad documents that I found in the Epstein files. I cannot believe what I just read. It might be hard to even put this in the video. A lot of blurring and bleeping. Disclaimer now, this is a rough one. Here we go. Everything discussed comes from publicly available documents. All right, so this first one is an email to Audrey Strauss, a U.S. attorney, back in 2020. On behalf of Marsh Law Firm and Joanna Silberg, PhD, we write to provide information about one of our clients, redacted. There's an initial to woman who has reported that in redacted the year. She was used by individuals meeting the descriptions. Dr. Silberg's an internationally renowned expert in severe childhood SA and dissociation. Circumstances of Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. She also has information about other possible co-conspirators with them. The same co-conspirators that are obviously not arrested for any of this. The first full sentence redacted. Much of the essay and some of it's documented in the images she has provided has been violent and sadistic. Redacted. She's articulate and recalls in detail certain events relating to her A in New York. Her statements appear to be corroborated by documents and photographs that she has provided. She traveled to New York with her parents and brother soon after she turned redacted. Her passport visa, which we have a copy of, confirms this. Her parents and brother went to Atlanta seeking treatment, leaving her with foster parents Mike and Sheila in Brooklyn. So her family dropped her off in Brooklyn to these two people, foster parents or whatever, I guess. Sounds like some shady shit. Wouldn't be surprised if this was another situation where the family is selling the victim off in a way.
So, it's not unheard of.
Right.
There has to be some bridge to get from point A to point B, right?
Yep.
There has to be a connection. So usually, right, somewhere in the foster care system, I'm telling you right now, I fucking kid you not, man. 99% of the fucking staff members that work in group homes, and I'm talking about like the foster homes and group homes that are fucked up, that gets the worst kids or the kids that are not wanted. And there's a lot of those kids, bro, that's out there that people don't know about. Yo, bro, it goes down.
Yep. And you know what's crazy, bro? Out here in Boston, right? Especially like in Southie and South Boston, it be the priests, bro. It be the churches. It be the cat. Like, you know how many dudes grew up fucked up,
Scouters,
started
they're
robbing
scouters.
banks and hitting bank armored trucks and all that shit, and then you dig into their past and you find out their childhood was traumatic, bro. Like,
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It's
and
a
bro,
real
while we're
fucking thing,
here,
bro.
that's some real shit. Exactly. And while we here, bro, I don't know if you peeped this shit on Netflix. It's like from 2020, so it's about 6 years old. But they got a documentary on Jeffrey Epstein called Filthy Rich. And it's just explores it's like a docu-series. It premiered in 2020 based on the book with the same name by James Patterson. It explores how convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein uses wealth and power to abuse victims, featuring interviews with survivors like Virginia, Maria, as well as former staff and law enforcement. You check that shit out?
Not even, bro.
You might want to watch that shit. It's like a 4-part miniseries.
Honestly, like
just for intel. It might give you some ammo.
To an extent, I've lived this shit. Like I know exactly what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying? I've seen the worst of the worst when it comes to, the sexual deviants that work the system and all that. So I can only imagine what the fuck he's done and what he's capable of. There's no, if you can think it, he's
Right.
probably fucking done it. You know what I mean? And they say that Trump is a lot worse than he was, bro. This man called Trump worse an evil man, and this man was fucking evil. So that's got to tell you a lot of things, man. I just when it comes to this stuff, I'd rather get what I get, but to really like, man, I don't want to lose my shit, man. I'm really trying to
Nah, I
keep
hate
it
you.
together. You
Like
know what I
you
mean?
know, it twists your stomach. It's some sickening shit. It's sick shit. It's sadistic. But it's like if we're gonna cover it, I do my due diligence. It's like I don't want to watch it, but I'm gonna go and watch it just to do my homework. Cause I might catch something in there that might be relevant to
I'm
what
not there. I'm
we're
too
talking about.
emotional with this shit. I'm too I'm
Mhm.
too I'm too raw with this right now. You know what I mean? Like this is a real thing. I've been talking about this shit for quite some time, man. The
But
system is
knowledge is
like,
power. You know what I mean? That's why it's like you might catch some shit that makes sense. It's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean?
yeah, I got too much diabolical shit for me to fucking even tap into because a lot of this shit is diabolical, bro. Everything that they're talking about and everything they did, man, you gotta have a sick mind for this shit.
Does not think these are their real names. She believes that Sheila's real name is Barbara Levin or Levine. She reports that her foster parents essayed her and trafficked her, including at parties and at Fancy Rich House in New York City. There's evidence suggests that the Fancy Rich House was Epstein's New York City mansion and that Epstein and Maxwell groomed and essayed her at the house. She described the owner of the Fancy Rich House as someone with curvy hair on.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this story or not, Ronnie, but I had to bring my daughter to the board of education and try to get her into a different. She was in a behavioral school, so I was trying to get her stepped down. So I had
Right.
to go and get her retested, all this stuff. So we're waiting, and it's not quite our time.
Right.
There's a girl that comes in, young girl with a school uniform on. My daughter had her uniform on because after this she was going to school. So just same kind of mindset, I guess. She was going to school after this. Little girl comes in with two white parents. She looks biracial, right? So immediately I'm like, yo, either that's their granddaughter or they adopted her. And
Right.
I'm like, these two white people are like New York City rich, but not too loud with it, like
Right.
old money rich, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, something's off, like immediately. Like I'm like, yo, the mom's is like, she's playing stupid, like with the lady, and I'm just like, nah, something's off. So long story short, my daughter's got her earpods on. She's doing her own thing, and I'm just, got my earpods on, but I'm not listening to nothing. So paying attention. So you would
Right.
think that everybody's minding their
Right.
own
So
business.
nobody's gonna pay you no mind. They think you ain't
Yeah,
paying shit no mind type shit.
bro, this little girl comes to the man, and the man is significantly older, bro. Got to be in
Right.
his 50s, man, maybe going on his 60s.
Yeah.
You know, like cardigan, button down, uh, khakis, that kind of white. You know what I mean?
Right.
The little girl goes up to the man, I guess her foster father, and tells him to smell her fingers. You know what this motherfucker said? Oh, are you being naughty? Yo, bro.
What the fuck?
Yo, bro.
Yo, that's highly inappropriate. That's
Highly inappropriate,
yo,
bro.
that's I'm trying to bite my fucking tongue for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I watered that shit down like a motherfucker, but to say the least, that's fucking highly inappropriate. What the
Bro,
fuck?
what the
You
fuck are you
shouldn't
talking
even
about,
be
right?
talking about some shit like that with a wow.
Now, I got my daughter sitting there, right? Now, she sees my expression. I guess she feels the energy. She takes her earbud out. She's like, hey, dad, you all right? And I can't tell her what the fuck is going on
Of
because,
course.
like,
Of
she
course.
doesn't know. She's not,
Yeah, of
she's
course.
not there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, but then it shifted. You know what I'm saying? People came in, like, it was just like they moved away. It just happened just like that. You know what I mean?
Wow.
But that shit never left me, son.
Hell no, that's crazy.
Bruh. that I don't care. That shit right there, there's a different level of consciousness that there's not supposed to be there between you and this little girl, bro.
Right, right.
What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean?
Right, and it's just some sick shit, and the fact that the antennas is already up, you could already feel the energy was already on God. You could already peep that it's probably not their daughter, like you said. You know what I mean? And it only raises further suspicion. You know what I mean? That's crazy.
But my thing is back to that oversight committee that I said that I want to start. Bro, they've been around so many people, bro, and so many different. If that little girl's in the system and they're dealing with agencies, bro, they
It should be a
gotta know.
screening process,
There's
right?
gotta know something's up, bro. I saw that shit in a little bit of that interaction that they had that I saw, bro. I felt this shit was off, and I'm just being real, bro. I've
Right.
been in foster homes, I've been in group homes, I've been in juveniles, I've seen all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you can get a sense and read people's vibes, bro. Doesn't matter whether rich, poor, or anything in between, bro. You know who the fuck is what. I'm telling you, there's
Yeah,
got to
that's
be
crazy.
somebody who. How you telling me they've been around all these different authority figures and nobody caught it, bro?
Right.
Nobody. So that's what I'm saying. Like they enable that shit, and they're really scouts, bro. That shit is a breeding ground and a plantation for you know that bullshit trafficking, sexual deviant shit, bro. It's like pickings. It's like a whole club they got going on. Serious.
Nah, that's fucking sick, bro. And it does make me sick to my stomach. That's why I didn't watch the documentary. But I'm like, I figured if you were so interested in covering this shit and exposing this shit, it might be some more ammo for you. You feel me? That's why I was coming from with it. Like, you might want to watch it just to gain the knowledge to use to your advantage to expose this shit. Cause somebody got to do it, bro. And like you said, there ain't enough people doing it.
Now, yeah, that's why I said I'm putting a proposal or some sort of something together where there's got to be some oversight committee for the staff and employees that are in these
Right.
places
A
because
lot more thorough screening process as well as what you're talking
99%
about.
of the shit that's happening with the sexual, misconduct is coming
This shit
from
could be
fucking staff.
preventable. Right,
Yeah,
right,
just saying. But you got to be able to see it and catch it. You know what I'm
right.
saying? You got to be able to read the
100%.
room. In 30 minutes to 45 minutes, you should be able to tell what the fuck is going on. And they're going to be like, oh, there's no way you can't. I'm telling you.
Right, but coming from where we come from, you know what I mean? I grew
I
up in the
could
hood. I
I
grew up
could
in the
check it
projects.
real.
You grew
I
up in
could
the
see it.
system. We know the energy. We see the shift. We
Mm-hmm.
see who's who. We know what's what, and we been where we been, so we know where we going type shit. So it's like when we at where we at, we know what's up with it. Like not everybody could do that, but if you put the work in and pay attention, you just gotta pay attention. You'll see what's what.
No, absolutely. You'll definitely see what's happening.
Get your head out of your ass. Get your head out of your phone. Get off your laptop and pay attention to the energy and the people in your presence, and you'll see what's going on.
But we know something too, man. Just to go back to just the masses, even on a smaller level. Um, a lot of people once they acknowledge this shit, right? Yo, bro, they have to change their whole way of thinking, bro. And people don't have the time, energy, or fucking balls to do it. You know what I mean? They're just like, yo,
Right.
listen, I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah, you gotta
Leave
want
me the
to.
fuck
Like
alone.
the
I'm
ignorance is
gonna
bliss. It's convenient too. Like you said, though, it's real convenient when they want it to be. You know what I mean?
now all the way. It's super convenient because it's like, yo, listen, man. Got my 9 to 5. I get my little 4 hours after work, and then I'm back on the fucking plantation. Leave me the fuck alone. I like it where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? There's some motherfuckers that are just content with what the fuck is going on the
Exactly,
plantation.
and nothing grows in confident content. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are just trying to mind their own business because they think their household is in order. They ain't worried about what's going on around them. But you have to be concerned what's going on around you and your family because it could reach out.
Well, I
It
know
could
this is a
bite you.
little this goes a little further down the rabbit hole, but I believe that the fluoride helped with the disassociation and division of collective consciousness, because there should be some sort of collective
Yeah,
consciousness where everybody's like, "Yo, hold on, stop the record."
yeah,
Whoa,
facts. And the lack of community back in the day in the hood, it was like It was one big family. It was a community. Nowadays, you're living around a bunch of strangers. It's just, it ain't the same. The time is, it's just different.
Yeah, I just feel like whatever social experiment they're fucking working on us, man, this shit is actually working, man. It's working, son. I'm just saying, shit is actually working. Because, and hate to bring reference to back how things were handled back in the day, but yo, straight to the square, man. Straight to the fucking square. Put them straight to
Right.
the
So
square, and don't even waste the rope, bro. Just get
publicly
a
stone them motherfuckers. Like beat them to
just fuck
death.
all that,
Yeah.
man. Just
Yeah.
get a good clean blade, man. And it shouldn't even be clean. It should be rusty as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Rusty,
And just
dirty, and gritty,
put
gutty,
them to the
dusty.
post. Put them to
Dusty,
the
crusty,
post,
and rusty. Yeah. Yeah.
and let them bleed out, man.
Hold
I'm
them
just
up.
saying.
Yeah. Facts so.
Get your cups. Get your fucking cups out.
Braveheart style. See you later.
I'm just saying, respectfully. I don't know. I try to be conservative in a sense, but
To a point, right?
I got a little radical. Well, I try not to let the shit out, but whatever.
Dogs.
You know what I mean? But let's get back to this soft shit that he's spitting.
On top and big fat eyebrows. She heard him called Jeffrey. She recalls massaging him with oil and being aided by him. He wore suits, but when he wanted to do sexual things, he wore a towel. She remembers a woman at this fancy house who seemed very important. She was tall, thin, with short, dark brown hair and brown eyes, wore suits and other sophisticated clothing, spoke with a British accent. The woman's name had an N sound in it and was something Lane. She reported that Ghislaine taught her and other girls like her and older than her to use oil to touch men like Jeffrey. Ghislaine took off redacted clothes and showed redacted what to do by putting oil. Jesus. Ghislaine is such an evil piece of shit. Like, she doesn't deserve to be alive. I don't care.
Yo, there are women groomers out there, man. I'm telling you, man.
Facts so.
I had my running with a few of them. You heard?
Right. Right.
Yeah, like I had a
Yeah,
foster
back in the
mother.
day, them old school project babysitters and shit, like they
Ooh,
crazy with
ooh.
it, but that was
Don't
a
talk about
different. It
that,
was
Ronnie. Don't talk about right. Ooh,
that's a different type. Like it wasn't to this level, but it was on
ooh.
that type shit. But this right here, it's like they assisting this shit. It's like they warming them up for this shit. They prepping them, they grooming them. It's crazy.
Yo, I had a foster mother, bro. Different, bro. Different. Called me right at the end, like around 18, like right when I was about to, age out,
Right.
bruh. Yo, some half-ass Maxwell shit, son. I bullshit you not, man. I wish I could tell the story, man. I gotta wait till she passes. She's still alive, I believe, and legally she's still my foster mother. So, you know, but it's a wild fucking story. I'll tell you that.
And that
Wow
shit
fucking
sounds
story.
premeditated the way she waited, almost just in case covering the tracks type shit. Like oh he's 18, so you know what I mean type shit.
Hmm.
Like
Well, it's on our documentation. That's what she needed it for. I don't want to get too crazy because I'm,
right,
I'm
right.
I'm gonna
But
write a
it's still
book,
an
son.
imbalance of power. That's crazy.
All the way, all the way, all the way, and nobody questioned anything. At the fucking
Wow.
hearing, bro. When I had to go to court to get fucking. The judge said we don't find people like this. You should consider yourself blessed.
Yo,
Yeah, all right.
bless the fuck
This
out of here
lady's
on
got me
dead
on a
dogs.
fucking lick. You don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Yo, on dead
Fuck,
dogs.
fuck is going on here? Huh?
Wow.
Holy shit! Yeah, not real talk. I'm just saying, like it's wild shit, bro.
Well
And
spit.
and
Shit.
the other shit that we talking about right now is definitely in there. You know what I mean?
Yup.
Valentine's Day was definitely different for me.
Yup.
And the fact that it's even a possibility that she is requesting a pardon is sickening. Like, complete selfish piece of shit. Jeffrey's in the room when Lane showed what to do. Ghislaine said that to do whatever men told her to do after the rubbed oil. This happened many times with Jeffrey, other men too. She said the rich fancy house was located on 9th on 71st Street in Manhattan near the big park. Epstein's mansion was on 90 71st Street in Manhattan, just off Central Park. At least 6 stories, off-white in color with many bedrooms, a large arched door with a scary man on top and 2 smaller doors on either side with women on top. And that obviously matches what the building looks like, gargoyles and shit. Large chandelier with a large adult doll on it internet and many photographs of important people that is consistent with media descriptions of the house furnishings. Around the house, there were images that were like scribbles or abstract art, images of body parts, such as photographs of female buttocks, pictures of important people in suits. According to Redacted, there were many girls in the Fancy Rich house with Jeffrey and Ghislaine, but most of them were older. Then Redacted reported the bigger girls were placed in certain rooms at the Fancy Rich house, while younger girls, such as Redacted, were placed in other rooms. Sheila told Redacted that it cost more money to be with younger girls.
Wow.
So there's also a witness that I guess is somewhere in those files that says that the amount of girls that they saw come in and out of there every day over years. I'm talking about more than 5 girls a day they would see come in and out. It was almost like a hub. Bro,
Yeah.
over years. Do the math on that, bro. Where the fuck are all these kids at, bro? Bruh. Where the
Oh,
fuck are all
dogs.
the kids at, bro? Where did they go?
That's crazy.
Bro, 5 times fucking 1,000, bro? Come on, bro. 1,000 days. 5 kids every day. Let's just say, right? 3, 4
Right.
years. Right? Bro, where the fuck did 5,000 kids go, bro? If I'm fucking doing the math correctly, where the fuck are the kids? And huh?
That's crazy.
Bro, come on, bro.
Nah,
Where
big.
the fuck are the kids at? That's what I keep on asking myself. I keep on saying, so the math is there, right?
Right.
And we only got 30 witnesses out of fucking 5,000 kids, bro? Bruh. These dudes
Yeah.
got emails of fucking ordering acid by the
That's
fucking
crazy.
truckloads, bro. Bruh.
Yeah, that shit ain't no. That shit ain't alright. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Bruh. So you're telling me that they have hundreds of kids to choose from at any given time, right? Bruh. And then I guess once you use them, you can only use them until, you know what I mean, for so long until they age, right? If we're being real here, like, where the fuck are the kids at, bro?
Right.
And they're only probably picking a few to keep them, like the older girls, right? The ones
Yeah.
that don't cost that much, the ones that are you know, gain some kind of favor. Like, you got to remember, bro. If you think about how a whorehouse is ran, bruh, the psychology in that is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
To keep it, bro. I don't know if you ever lived in one or you've been around one, but I have.
Of course, of course, of course. I grew up in the hood. It was unavoidable. Some shit's like a crack house or like a trap.
Yeah,
Like it's like
I saw all that shit from a very young boy.
exactly.
My mom's was no stranger to the fucking game either. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's facts. Same shit out here. Ain't no stranger to
Respectfully.
danger. And you know
You know
what's
what I'm saying?
crazy, bro? Not only am I ain't no stranger to danger. It's like this, right, homie? It's like this, right? You got some shit that was encoded. Like you see shit like Pinocchio. You see certain like cartoons and nursery rhymes growing up that you thought were harmless. Then you get older and you realize the real meaning. You know what I mean? It's like a deep code within this fucking civilization. And it's mostly Hollywood, bro. It's the rich and the elite, but it ain't only the rich and the elite. This shit goes on in the hood too, just in a different fashion. You know what I mean? But it still happened.
Marketing, man. Marketing is a real thing, and
Yeah.
the psychology behind it is a real thing too. But
Yeah,
yeah,
dogs.
gotta remember, man. Where the fuck are the kids at, bro? Let's get back to that. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think there's enough. Where the fuck are the women that are mad? You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Right,
trying to
right.
start no riots or anything like that. You know, no 5-man assembly or anything like that. Listen, I'm just saying, what the fuck, bruh?
You remember them commercials? Like, yo, like right now it's 12:30 p.m. It's 12:34 a.m. You know where your kids are? Like, remember them commercials back in the day? Like, it's 10 p.m. You know where your kids are? Like, that's just crazy. That's real though.
My mother used to see, yo, I bullshit you not. And I want to say 95% of the time I was not in the fucking house at 10 o'clock. I wasn't getting into it 2, 3 in the morning. But when there was times when I was in the house at 10 o'clock, my mother would be watching the news. She would be in a zone and be like, yeah, I know where my kid is at,
Right.
with fucking like pride and that shit. But what happened to another 95% of the time that I was fucking in the street, not
Right.
coming home because there's fucking crack smoke and parties and all that shit? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, but I know what you're talking about. Fucking 10 o'clock. If you ain't know where the fucking kids is at, it was a problem. You know what I mean? It was a
Facts
reminder.
so. Facts so.
But I guess we'll get back into this shit, man. It's hard to digest this shit because it's like it's not even. A lot of people don't even want to digest it. It just,
It's a tough pill to swallow, bro. You know?
yeah, and it doesn't dissolve if you don't let it, bro.
Sickening. More money to be with the younger girls. These people need to die. For the channel, please hit subscribe. I appreciate the support. Like the video.
I like this
She started
guy.
opening
Shout
up
out to him.
about all this to her new therapist, not Dr. Silberg yet. Rebecca started receiving on her phone photographs of her and other frightening images. The therapist has confirmed that she told no one except Dr. Silberg about what was disclosed. Hold on. So she was getting threats of some kind, it sounds like, to her phone. It sounds like a therapist was leaking this shit, right? I mean, that's insane. About the same time, Redacted foster father Mike, who has continued to contact her over the years, called Redacted saying that if she disclosed the abuse to anyone, the horrible things that previously happened to her would continue. Redacted believes that Mike and others delivered the images to her as threats to keep her quiet and perhaps to cause her to hurt herself. Redacted provided the images, many of which depicted child abuse to Dr. Silberg, who understood they were illegal to process and promptly turned them over to Redacted. Okay, so this doctor turned them over to probably law enforcement. How are these foster parents not arrested? Someone explain to me. How? There's got to be evidence of these text messages somewhere. They could have got a subpoena.
Explain that, DBS.
So they're not going to do an investigation because it'll make the agency look bad, and then when the agency looks bad, they lose money and they also lose kids. So you got to remember, in order for this plan to work, they got to have at least the amount of fucking reports or any kind of accidents or any kind of mishandling, because then they lose the funding, and then it would actually in turn underneath all that shit for the trafficking shit would actually hinder them from fucking moving them in a safe kind of way. You're no longer valuable because now you have bad shit on it. You know what I mean? They'll sweep that shit under the rug because it'll come to bite everybody in the ass later, but it's beneficial at the same time. You know what I mean?
No, I think your point of view when it comes to being in the system and being, at actually, I don't want to say too much, but you know what I mean. Going through all that pain and that trauma, bro. So it's good hearing your point of view on this shit because you actually got your diet. You know all about this shit.
Yeah, man. Not for nothing, man. Just for reference, one of the group homes I was in, fucking operating a sex ring, bro. Shit
What?
is Hawthorne Cedar Knolls, man. Check it out, man. Staff in there, and
Did they get caught doing that? The kids?
Yeah, they were trafficking girls on campus, taking them and bringing them to houses and soliciting them on back pages. And then, from back page, they went to back page, but they were using them as escorts. But they would specifically prey on the girls in the group home because they know they had nothing else or nobody else coming to get them. So easy pickings, you know what I mean?
That is sick. Holy crap. Leave this video up. Don't take this down because I still want to react to this, but I want to play a little clip real quick of what happened to a lot of these victims.
Carolyn Andriano, another of Epstein's victims, apparently died of a drug overdose found with fentanyl and prescription drugs. Lee Sky Patrick, another of Epstein's victims, also apparently died from a fatal overdose. Russian model Ruslana Korshinova was on the Lolita Express flight log in Epstein's Island in June of 2006 when she was 18 years old. She fell to her death from her 9th floor balcony of her New York apartment in 2008. None of her family or friends believed that she would kill herself. Now, the man you see here being hugged by the director of the Melania movie is Jean-Luc Bernal, accused of trafficking girls to Epstein, especially Russian girls. Apparently, he hanged himself in prison. Wendy Lee, a journalist investigating Epstein, fell to her death from her London apartment. Those close to her said she had an optimistic view on life and that she would never kill herself. Film producer, investor, and philanthropist Steve Bing had a brief relationship with Epstein. He was also a close friend of Bill Clinton's. Steve Bing's girlfriend, actress Alexanne Mitchum, encouraged him to speak out regarding what he knew about Epstein, according to Carrie Mitchum, her aunt. Shortly thereafter, however, Alexanne died when she took a Xanax pill that was laced with fentanyl. Steve Bing insisted that she was murdered. After talking to the FBI about Epstein, Steve Bing himself fell from his 27th floor apartment to his death. Now remember that cellmate of Epstein's, Efrain Reyes, who was transferred out the day before Epstein's death? Well, he was also interviewed by the FBI and died 2 weeks later, apparently of COVID. Shortly before his death, however, in an interview with the Daily News about his relationship with Epstein, he said that he was recovering. Mark Middleton was a special assistant to Bill Clinton who facilitated meetings between Clinton and Epstein. Middleton was found 30 miles from his home, hanging from a tree. His death was ruled a suicide. He also had a shotgun wound to the chest. Thomas Bowers, a Deutsche Bank executive who handled finances for both Trump and Epstein, was found hanged in his California home. A video in the Epstein files appears to show the South Africa's ambassador to France on Epstein's plane, with girls who are censored out. That ambassador fell to his death from the 22nd floor of a Paris hotel.
Wow.
I knew you weren't ready for that,
That's
DVS.
crazy.
I knew, Ronnie.
Coincidences? I think not. That's crazy.
Absolutely. We don't believe in coincidences
Look at the
over here, man.
numbers. Never that. Never that. We
Man,
can cover for that. We
strategically,
can't afford to up here. And yo, look at the numbers, bro. Come on, man. That ain't just one or two we talking about. This ain't just a few. This ain't two or three we talking about.
Hey, Ronnie, ain't it crazy that they use the stuff in the streets like fentanyl and the Xanax pills
Yeah, of course.
and then the
How convenient.
pharmaceuticals with
Yep.
COVID?
Mm-hmm. How
this is
It's
crazy.
convenient.
convenient. And
How
it's
fucking
like,
They
convenient.
were
Okay,
talking
dog.
about COVID simulations in the Epstein files and the emails with Bill Gates back in 2016. If you want to
Right.
get the fucking crazy
yeah, they
shit,
did.
let's talk about that, bro, because they were doing simulations on what the fuck they were gonna do with us. And shout out to those whoever does not have the jab, man. And for those who do, I wish you nothing but health, wealth, and happiness. But for those who do not have the fucking jab and that are unvaccinated, man, yo, salute to you, man. I think there needs to be more recognition, man.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. There was a theory that Epstein blood was in every single COVID vaccine. There hasn't been anything to confirm that, though. It wasn't in the Epstein files. It was just something that was on Reddit. Something that Epstein's psychopathic ass would do. But I tell you, bro, it's crazy. All these people that passed away from falling to the death from the fentanyl, and
Yep.
we didn't even get to the girls yet. They were just getting hit to his associates. You
Yeah.
know, he had other people that died from health conditions. You know, we always heard that term of the like with Lori Vallow, she had the same situation with people around her, and we always thought, how is these people dying? Could it be like some kind of that CIA heart attack gun? Certain stones, if you touch, you could die, and
Yeah,
mix it with
yeah.
this stone. It's so stupid. It's crazy, but
And then
yeah.
pharmaceuticals, it ain't just the fentanyl and the shit you got, prescription drugs and pharmaceuticals and shit like that. It's like, come on, man. It's like they sprinkling a little bit of everything everywhere, trying to make it like this shit is right in front of our eyes. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, where Epstein was at in Florida, I wouldn't be surprised if he had got his hands on a lot of lace fentanyl things like cocaine and Xanax down there. It's crazy, bro.
That press shit, press pills and all that.
Pressing it, man. Ruined the game, man. A lot of people we loved have died, bro, and people that we know have died. I bet you when you look at like a high school like yearbook, bro, you could go around and each
Half
page would
the
have like 5
motherfuckers is
people.
gone on bed,
Yeah.
dog.
Or in jail, and if jail saved them from being gone.
Big facts.
Yeah, a close friend of mine, man, almost like a little brother to me, man. His son, fortunately, tried a pill for the first time when he was 13, man, and it was the last one he ever did, man. Fentanyl is no joke, man. That shit is
Yeah,
no
same thing
fucking
happened
joke,
to my
man.
cousin, bro. Two of my cousins and one of my nephews. It's like, bro, it's crazy.
Hey, I talked to this dude from TikTok today, unrelated. It's kind of related, but not really. But I talked to this dude from TikTok today. His name is King Cracker on TikTok. He's a prison dude, right? And I was like, dude, I'm like, damn, you went to prison. I was like, bro, you're a 5-time felon. He's like, no, Dylan, listen, bro, I'm a 5-time loser, bro. Don't ever fucking say I'm a 5-time felon. I'm a 5-time loser. And that interview's coming soon with me, Ronnie, and DBS. Y'all see that King Cracker coming soon. But let's get back to the video.
Shout out to King Cracker. Salute.
For text like, what are we doing? I don't understand how they're not arrested. 2 of the images sent to Dr. Seelberg were reviewed and forwarded to Redacted, where a girl resembling Redacted being R-worded by an adult male on a turquoise couch. She believes this happened at the Fancy Rich house. Dr. Seelberg has reported that one of the 2 images shows a window, perhaps with a dark mullion behind the adult male and a vista behind
Now,
the
real
window.
quick,
of
we
an
know
off-white
when
building
people
in
make a
Treat.
statement, you could tell when they're telling the truth just by the details they put in the
Yeah.
statement. Ronnie, we've heard so many lies on YouTube, and
Yeah.
for like, you know,
We
body
can pick this
language.
shit. Yeah, we can pick this shit apart. Like when they start giving into details and specific details and shit like that. We you could always read between the lines and tell the difference. You know what I mean? When someone's just selling wolf tickets and someone's really going through some traumatic shit. You know what I mean?
Yup, big facts.
Here he is cropped, a non-explicit portion of the image showing the upper torso of the man, the couch, and the window. What the this is disturbing. So look, there's the trees and buildings, and there's the house that they think it is in the background.
Wow.
So, I don't know. For those who have been following all this craziness and really been in tune from the very beginning, I don't know what people would gauge that as, but I want to say 2011, 2012, maybe 14. I could be bugging out. There was a video of a kid that was trying to escape out of one of the palaces, or the what would you call it, Ronnie? The crowns.
I know what you're talking
like the
about,
royal
DBS.
compound or
So
some
that
shit?
video was on LimeWire, bro. Of the kid trying that kid, they were
Yes.
saying that it was kind of like a hostile situation where they, and we seen these in the Epstein files where they were doing Hunger Game activities.
Right.
One dude messaged Epstein back. He's like, "That was one of the best hunts of my life, Jeffrey. Just want to let you know, good setup, good they were, and that's what I think was happening over there in that palace, bro. You remember the kids that disappeared on the field trip, DBS? A lot of
Right.
weird stuff is happening
So look,
before,
there's the trees and
I
buildings.
know. So this looks like that building in a sense. That's why I mentioned it. Like this building here, this looks like the window, one of the windows
Castle. Right.
that it was the child was trying to get out of, and I believe that they snatched him back into the palace. If you look at the video, if it's still out there, but the kid tried to climb out the window, was walking on half-ass on the ledge, and then somebody came and snatched him and brung him back in real quick. But or something to that effect.
Right. You
But
couldn't make this shit up, yo. There's horror stories out here that ain't got shit on this shit. On dead dogs.
yeah, no, it's crazy, man. The fact that this shit's been going on and everybody keeps on keeping, that the horse blinders are stuck on, man.
Right.
Nobody's pissed off. Nobody's angry.
And there's the house that they think it is in the background. Wow. I didn't even read this full document yet. This is so bad. This Vistas appears to
Who the
correspond
fuck
to
does
what
that
may
look
have been
like?
seen from.
Let's be real, bro. If you could imagine anybody without a shirt on, who does that look like?
Big Lance.
Fuck out of here. Why are you bringing this fucking cornball into this real
Bro,
fucking
it looked
shit?
like his hand. It looked like his hand. It looked like his hand.
Man, this is an upper body, man. This is arms and shoulders. Chest, arms, and shoulders.
I see it now. Okay, I see it. I don't know who does it look like.
Almost like in a doggy position from a different perspective. You get what I'm saying? But who do you think this looks like? For me, if you can think about anybody that's just vaguely important without their shirt on, if you can be so
Just cut to the
imaginative.
chase, DBS. I ain't here. I don't know the answer.
Talk your shit.
I don't know, man.
Do you just want me to say it? You don't want to say it, but hey, look, I want you to see this picture though, because it's important. It's important.
Damn.
Whoa. Who the fuck is
that's
that?
a line
But
of
they say
one
that they
female.
say that's
There's no
Castro
way.
in there.
There's not. That shit is Photoshop, son.
This
That's all Photoshop.
And you
You
never
need to
this
put
is
know,
that
not
through
bro.
the AI.
Photoshop. This is not
Get that through
Photoshop.
the AI, son. That's wild.
Good. No. Go ask. No. Go
That's
ask the
wild.
AI.
You
That's
better shut up.
Castro and Ghislaine and Jeffrey Epstein, bro. It's in the house. It's in the Epstein files.
Two other dudes and a shorty, like a lady, two other dudes. It looks like Castro and Jeffrey. That's
There's a
crazy.
picture right next to it with Epstein and Jackie Chan. I don't
Hey,
know, bro.
bro.
There's a lot of names, bro. It's some high power shit, bro.
It's too
Past your
much,
That's
pay
man.
facts.
grade, DBS.
There's too much shit going on, man. Let's get back to it.
The bedroom window on the high floor of the room, looking south over the back of the Frick Museum, and another limestone building on the south side of the 71st Street between Madison and Fifth Avenue. So what this explains to me is that the FBI got this video that is clear evidence of something
Hold
happening.
up, wait a minute. Did you think that
with their
dude's chest was to do with the tits?
Absolutely not. What kind of sick shit are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm just making sure because you didn't
How
say who
dare
you
you?
thought it was, bro.
If
Kind
you
of
think like
got
if the
weird, bro.
average American thinks like you, man, we're fucked, son.
Oh, dude, I don't think they
Parents.
think like me, brother. I'm out of here, brother.
Yeah.
with literally a video.
I went
of
on the
what's
acid
going
high,
on,
never
and
came
nothing
back.
happened, especially to the foster parents. Here's a May 2009 Google Maps street level image of East 71st Street looking west. Epstein's mansion is on the right side of the photo, and the back of the Frick Museum and other limestone buildings on the left side. Law enforcement with access to the images may be able to sharpen the image and examine the metadata and compare them with known information to confirm whether the vista at the window and the photographs match the view from Epstein's mansion. They're also requesting to know if there's any scribbled abstract artwork or images with body parts or turquoise couch in the home. I mean, that's damning. If she's spot on about what's in this house, and this is in 2020 before all this was public, this is damning in general, but I mean, that's just the nail in the coffin. In order to compare the victim, an image on the turquoise couch with redacted here is a family photograph. Photograph shows significant injury to her face and neck. Oh my God. Photograph of her from New York to Israel wearing headphones and leaning against looks like an airplane passenger seat. And this is a stock image of the airline she flew on with the exact same headphones. So they're just corroborating all the details of her literally flying on an exact airline, what it was like in 1994 with the headphones and everything. Document comparing her face when visible and the PI held by redacted with pictures from her childhood helps substantiate that these pictures are her. More family photos. Photo which she believes was from Mike. Redacted has an additional image showing part of Mike's face, this time visibly participating in a redacted. Together, those two partial images of Mike's face may help identify him. How did they not have this guy's identity? How was he not arrested? He's on camera essaying a child. Someone explained to me how this girl was failed. That's what's happening here. She was failed.
Yo, listen, this is in a rich echelons of fucking, the world. What about all the kids and the fucking, girls that are not in the privileged part of this? Think about it.
Last year, in addition to sending redacted images, stated that Mike told her foster mother Sheila was going to come to Israel and would take redacted to.
Because there's levels to this shit. I hope people are aware of this. You know what I'm saying? This is high end shit. But there's shit
Facts.
that goes on a very, very, very low level. Like,
Yeah, it goes on in
okay.
the hood too. We were talking about that earlier. The rich and the
Yeah,
elite, and then all the way down to the street.
yeah,
It makes you think, bro, because I'm from Florida, and I tell this all the time. You could, because I'm literally from the slums. It's funny when me and Pino beef back in the day. He found out from my childhood house. They sent it to me. He's like, "Look at this shack you fucking lived in." I'm like, "Yeah, actually, it was my grandmother's house. They built it out of a old post office, right? And it was nice at the time, but at the time it's made out of stucco. It was horrible, bro. It fell apart. My dad turned it into a trap house after my grandparents died, but." So, what was I getting to? Oh, yeah. In Florida, dude, you could be fucking just. All right, you can go bar hopping downtown like St. Pete or Bradenton. The next thing you know, you're on a fucking $1 million. Dude, you get drunk with this guy at the fucking bar. He's like, all right, let's go back to my.
And then
He
you want
has
a yacht.
Bro, it'll be 1-800. Ask Gary. It'll be a fucking yacht, Ronnie. And
Yeah,
then I remember all like just out of nowhere, everybody just dying from fentanyl, and it
yeah,
makes you think like, man, I wonder if like they got caught into that life. They got caught
yeah.
into this
Facts.
ring that was going on, and then it makes you really wonder. Was Wade Wilson telling the truth about the sex? Not about the crimes because we know he
Right,
committed the crimes, but the other
right.
part with the
No, it's
sex
crazy.
operation.
I spent a lot of time in St. Pete's, and I was in the hood, right? I went all the way up. I was in Tampa. I was in a few different areas, but mostly I was in St. Pete's, right? And I was in
Yeah,
the hood, bro. But it's like you take a little drive for a little while, and all of a sudden you got a nice ass beach. You got nice
yeah.
restaurant. You know what I'm saying? It was just like right up the, not too far, not right up the street, but you take a little ride, and all of a sudden You know what I mean? I was down there with my old school, the uncle with a biker club and shit like that. Like, so it was like the weed, everything was easy access, parties everywhere, bitches, weed, liquor, whatever you need. It was like quick to, you know what I mean? But I was in the hood. Like, as soon as I went outside, you know what I mean? They had dudes posted up, like pimping, prostitution. Like, it was right there. Like, it was right out front. But you take a
Hmm.
little drive, and all of a sudden we was at one of the nicest beaches, probably the nicest
Is that
beach I've
how?
ever seen in my life.
Is that how mass works? Like, is your guys'
One
hood right
hundred
next to the
percent, bro. It's
nice
always
houses too?
yo. You can go to like the nicest parts of like Cambridge or Boston. You can go to the nicest restaurants, Italian restaurants, and then you go right down the street and take a left, and you're in an alley. You're in somebody's neighborhood, and all of a sudden it's all bad real quick. Right around the corner from the nicest place, some of
It's
the most
crazy.
expensive shopping areas in the world, the nice Italian restaurants, and then you go right down the street. You take a left and a right. You're in the alley getting stuck up and robbed straight up.
Yeah,
It's crazy, bro.
the innards. Yeah.
Adopted to a nice family. She did not believe they would be nice at all. Jesus. So just like threatening her. So this girl's from Israel, I'm guessing. What?
Yo, bro, that shit is a thing, bro. Like, if you, especially if you've been in some really fucked up places, bro. Like, and somebody of authority says that shit to you, like, yo, I'll send you to a worse place than this, or I'll send you. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is like, oh shit, what the fuck? I gotta get my garbage bags together again. You know what I mean? It is a thing, bro. It's like a tool they use, man.
The fuck?
Fuck faggots.
While
Like,
media
sorry,
stories have stated that
sorry for
Epstein and
that
Maxwell's
bomb.
victims were mostly teenagers, there's evidence that suggests that they also abused younger girls. Jean-Luc Brunel reportedly provided Epstein a birthday gift of 12-year-old triplets, 2 times 8 years old. Redacted images presumably could be shown to other Epstein-Maxwell victims to see if they remember her. It is our understanding that at the Epstein New York mansion was referred to as redacted. Maxwell interviewed about her association with Mike and Sheila, as well as the memory of redacted. So lawyers saying they could even ask other victims to see if they recognize each other. You know what I mean? So disturbing that that's even a thing. Remember, the DOJ doesn't talk to victims, right? All these victims standing up in the room, raising their hand, Payne Bondi didn't acknowledge their existence, and they've never spoken to her once. And they want to come forward, and they've all tried to come forward. Here's the really bad part. The photo
But this
shows a
chick-
girl, her face visible, who
Pam Bondi, yo, she is like the illest, evilest woman I've ever seen in my life, man.
Holy
Like,
shit, you called her ill too. A lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people are like, man, I wish I had a lawyer like Pam Bondi.
yeah, fuck all that. She represents fucking child rapists, and
I
she
know.
plays. It's so clear and cut dry that it's like, yeah, she's not really giving her all. She's just riding the line of fucking just being rebellious. You know what I mean? Like, she's covering, like, she's got this shield for these fuckers, man. I don't know how to explain it. But man, she is finding every which way to deflect this fucking shit everywhere to fucking make everybody else. She's doing a good job at whatever the fuck, however they hired her and told her, you know, listen, use your expertise, even if it's fucking cringe. Because that slam on the desk was like some real coolest shit. You know what I mean? I was just in like, I don't know, some wild shit. But she's an ill bitch, bro.
You know, there's there's a redacted email that's floating around about a model at the time that was doing like America, the like beautifulest girls from America. What do they call that fucking, what is that, Ronnie? I'm too high right now. I can't think of what it is.
What is it?
Oh shit, I can't think of it. It's when you put when the girls do a when they do a lineup like what fucking Trump was doing with the he was part of it.
Beauty pageants.
Yeah, beauty pageant.
Miss America,
Yeah,
Miss
yeah, yeah,
Universe,
yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah,
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 that's what
yeah,
she's
yeah,
doing.
yeah, 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 that's it. Sorry. But yeah, so Erica Kirk, right? She was doing beauty pageants at the time, and
Yeah.
there's
Hold
this
on, Cloud.
email. I know, I know.
I was muted.
This
My
the
bad. I
He
was
connection is
does
listening to
wild,
your
it.
and
shit.
I've been
Yeah.
this for some time, man. They sent her at Kirk in a weird way. There's a whole conspiracy that ties to this shit. Like,
On dogs.
she's been working for the agency and been like a deep
Well,
spy.
that's well. I like your conspiracies, but let's talk about some facts with her that you probably don't know about. But she's got caught recently talking where back in the day she was like 24, 25 talking to minors. like flirting with minors. Text messages have been released, and on top of that, the audio that came out from I think Candace Owens dropped it of right after Charlie's death. They treated it like an event, like it was she was happy about the event. She's like, my husband's dead. This is what it is.
Right.
It's like, come on, man.
Nah, man, I ain't
Crazy.
gonna lie, man. So, some of the
And then
Ronnie,
Romania, she was kicked out. It was a Romania. It was a country she got kicked out for doing some
I don't know if
shit.
this is too much to talk about, but I'm Ronnie. I'm pretty sure you can attest to this, man. But for me, like I don't know, it's like a thing. I don't know, it's a thing. Um, it's like maybe like 7 or 8, man. You know, there would be like 20-year-olds, like counselors and stuff like that, and then you had like the youth counselors, 14. They would always do some, you know what I mean? They'd always like
Yep.
cutesy, little tonguey tongue.
Yo, on
You know what I
dead
mean?
dogs, you know your boy
Let you.
Blue know what to do.
No, for real. No, I'm being
Real
real. Like
flirt. Nah, they real extra flirtatious and shit
extra,
like
like
that.
let you go the extra mile and then do
On
the tonguey
dogs,
tongue. Like I'm talking about, like teaching you what it's supposed. Like it's sick, but
bro.
bruh, like
Listen,
that's a
bro.
thing. That's a real thing, bro.
Listen,
Like
I'm gonna just say this, bro. I grew up in the projects. I had some crazy babysitters. They let us do whatever the fuck we want. Period. Period. I thought I
yeah,
was the shit. Come to
Tell your
yeah,
find
yeah.
story,
out later.
DBS. Tell your story, DBS.
Come to
We're
find
here
out
now. We're
later.
here.
Shit.
Nah, I
We're
don't want to tell
here.
my story, man. I'm just
Please,
saying.
please. Well, Ronnie just kind of broke the ice.
You know what I'm
Ronnie
saying?
has a lot more interest than mine, man. You can do whatever you want. Like I know that's
We
grooming and
thought
shit,
we was the shit. That you come to find out later.
but that was a part of the thing too. That like they made you feel like you was like the
Yeah,
fucking
I was bragging
guy.
about
You know
this
what I
shit.
mean?
Like,
Yeah,
yo, you
yeah.
know what I'm saying? We was hooking up with this this shit. Like, we got it like that. Like, you know what I mean? Then you come to find out later, bro. Like, holy shit.
Yeah, these bitches was sick, son.
Shit ain't all sugar and spice and everything nice. You feel me?
I had a therapist, man. She took super advantage of me, man. Talk about one day it'll be in the book though. Wow, wow, shit, man.
They got that librarian look.
Should have a
That's
bite my
crazy.
nails over here, man.
I think it's funny that you couldn't name a pizza place, but as soon as this damn Epstein file came out and they named a pizza place, you're like, you know what? I know that place.
Yeah, because pizza, you can fucking find a pizza on any block, bro, and
Every
it,
corner.
like you might get it. It's a hit and miss, bro. You might be like, oh shit, and it might not even be Italian fucking people cooking the shit. It might be Mexicans cooking the shit. You be like, yo, this fucking pizza is amazing, bro, and there's not a fucking Italian in sight, bro. I
Right.
God, you know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck? It's just a piece of bread with some sauce and some fucking cheese on it, bro. That's the way I look at it, anyways. Like, you might get. I like brick oven pizza.
Yeah. Listen, if you're gonna come to Boston, you gotta get that Regina Pizzeria Regina. That's old school, North End Italian, old school. Been here fucking longer than I was even a thought. You feel me? That's that real shit.
Yeah. So when it comes to pizza, man, it's that shit is so vague to me, man. I don't like that shit. So many other things on my mind that I gotta process when I'm going through life and walking through these New York City streets that I could give two fucks about, unless it's like, something that I'd be like, oh, that's the fucking place. It was a place that I loved, Monty's Brick Oven. After the
Yeah.
COVID, they never came back. So I've just been winging it, trying to find my spot ever since. But my spot was Monty's Brick Oven over there on Alexandra, I believe it was,
Yeah,
the
they got a
Bronx.
good one up in Upham's house, up in the corner where over there to where 1090 used to live over in Dorchester, Upham's corner. My brother be over there. That's a good spot too. You got Maria's over here. There's so many out here, like just like Boston's like New York. There's hundreds and hundreds. I can name fucking 20 of them off the top of my head. But when we talking real good ones, like history type shit, you want to go to Pizzeria Regina, like in the North End. They expanded. They got one in like Medford. They got one here, there, everywhere now. But the original one in the North End, old school Italian, that's that real shit.
It's crazy, man. Ever since this whole Epstein shit with the reference to pizza, man, I could give two fucks about pizza right now, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like their lingo and their codes for what it is that they were doing, man. Pizzagate was a real thing, man. No matter how much people want to say it wasn't, you know, Conspiracy. Listen, man, we're fucking seeing this shit clear as day right now, and motherfucking, this is what it is, bro.
It's crazy you say that. I just seen a video on somebody that was allegedly in the Epstein files. They was on stage with The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. They was talking about pizza, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And then it hit me. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, I can't let this shit ruin pizza. I just like a pizza to enjoy a fucking pizza. They got all this cold shit going on, bro. That's
I can't
fucked
believe they
up.
ruined pizza for us. This is crazy. Hey,
Yeah,
let
they
me play the.
can't. Come
Go
on,
ahead.
man. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles type shit. The fuck?
Let me play this video of Trump real quick.
So Hillary Clinton
Drop the
said in an
video
interview
now.
today that she and her husband are getting pulled into the Epstein matter to divert attention from you, and that your administration has something to hide. What's your response?
See that eye jerk?
Nothing to hide. I've been exonerated. I have nothing to do with Jeffrey Epstein. They went in
Whoa,
hoping
exonerated.
that they'd find it and found just the opposite. I've been totally exonerated. In fact, Jeffrey Epstein was fighting that I don't get elected with some author, a sleazebag, by the way. And I've been totally exonerated. No, they're getting pulled in, and that's their problem. I don't know. They're going to have to see what happens. But I watched her in Munich, and she seriously has Trump derangement syndrome.
Do you think that she should publicly testify?
You know, I've been totally exonerated on Epstein. And it's really interesting because they've been pulled in. Think of it. They've been pulled in. Clinton and many other Democrats have been pulled in, yeah.
Bro,
I seen
that
the
was
video
so
with
awkward.
Ellen
That was
DeGeneres
fucking
and
weird, man.
Barack Obama and Bill Clinton. But yo, you noticed how he started stepping up on his tippy toes and looking to the side, and his blink
But he
radius
started
went up like
dancing.
crazy.
He
Yeah,
started
man.
dancing.
I
You
could
seen the
rip
way
that
he started
apart for
doing
10 minutes straight. This body language alone, bro.
the as soon as the question hit, he said, "Oh shit!" He was searching for a way out. He started
Yeah.
doing that dance shuffle he does.
He
He
started
said,
moving the
"Oh
hands around, getting real
shit!"
charismatic and shit. Yeah.
And he repeated the shit twice, and both
Yeah, I was
times it
gonna
didn't
point
sound
that out
convincing.
next.
It
Yep.
did not sound convincing either way. Actually, there was such a drop of momentum towards
Yeah.
the end there that it was just like this shit is so
It
awkwardly
got real
sound.
dramatic, like he was trying to prove his point, but he was doubling down, but it just had the reverse effect
And I
type
just want
shit.
to say I'm not suicidal and I know how to swim very well.
Facts. So
Respectfully. Just got to get
And,
that in there.
and they're investigating Zora Ranch now. Well, they said they're putting some kind of bill in to go investigate.
Yeah, they're about to start digging. They're about to start looking for bodies, but I'm pretty sure most of the bodies were put into that acid that he ordered right before he had to do that bid that he did for the sexual trafficking and abuse that was going on that he copped out to get the fucking no time at all. He did that shit like it was a fucking retirement home.
So they're saying that's not Maxwell, right? And they're saying
Yeah,
that Epstein.
it doesn't look like it to me, Plug, either.
So where are they then? Are they in that secret land that fucking what's his name from the FBI said after Charlie Kirk died? You know what I'm saying? Are they somewhere where like let's get a conspiracy. Like where the fuck are if they're alive, where they hide them out?
I don't know, man. The fact that all this shit is actually coming to be true is sick enough for me. Shit, we find them fucking. Hopefully, they can die twice, bro. I don't fucking know, bro. It's sick to me. I just wish more people were upset or just fucking mad about this. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, what are the kids are gonna think of
Bro,
us in
you
the
said that
future?
earlier too, and dude, somebody went up to the Capitol with a shotgun. You're gonna see more and more people are mad. Dude, stuff's
Yeah,
happening. Dude,
I
okay,
hear you.
so the midterms, right? So the midterms, if the Democrats win the midterms, there's a possibility that JD Vance and Trump could get impeached. Shit's happening all over, bro. It's I don't know what the fuck, and I don't understand either way. Both sides are fucking disgusting. Like, Trump's right about Clinton, but he's also wrong about him being exaggerated. Come on, bro.
right.
Yeah, no, it's sickening how everybody can push the buck to wherever the fuck it is that they want to, and nobody can take the blame for what it is that's taking place. Like I just wish people were more aware, and maybe their fucking pineal gland wasn't as calcified as it is, because this shit is a no brainer, bro. I don't drink tap water, by the way.
Oh, with the fluoride. This is the issue. So if you had to, okay, so let's say the aliens came right now, and you had to tell the aliens that Trump is a chomo. What piece of evidence are you showing the because the Trump files are somebody like somebody accusing them, or they took all the photo. So there was photos in there. They went in there clean house, and I think that the stuff that we did get, they messed up and left, or they wanted us to see that has speculation and keep the conversation. I don't know. It made it look. I mean, to me, in my opinion, made it look bad either way. But dude, at one point, there's an email with an attachment saying Trump. You know, Epstein's like, yeah, I got this photo of Trump with these girls in the kitchen, and there's no photo.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna sit down, light up a blunt with the aliens, watch an episode of Family Guy where Trump goes after Meg. That's just crazy because
When
it
Trump
might
goes after Meg.
it might be a cartoon and it might be jokes, but they pulling from real shit. And you know what I'm saying? Like how he grabbed on this, you know what I mean, the kitty and shit. Squad, you know what I'm saying? They was pulling from real facts and turning it into a bit and a skit and jokes and shit like that. But they were pulling real facts and turning that shit into comedy. But if you read between the lines and see what's really going on, they was really exposing a few things allegedly
Let's get to
at the
that.
time. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Conclusion.
Cause that shit'll live on forever. You know what I mean? That ain't going nowhere.
Conclusion. Yes.
Shit like that. It's a
Question
sick
was, if
world.
the aliens came, what would I tell them on what's taking place with the world today?
So no, if you had to explain to the aliens that Trump is a chomo, what piece of Epstein files are you going to use? Because they took so much out where, yeah, you could see that there's definitely evidence of people saying, "Yo, this happened to me," and then there's a witness, there's a third party witness, there's there's allegations in here, but what is there enough to call? That's my question overall. Is there because people are saying Trump is there enough to call Trump a chomo? Enough
Well,
evidence.
if we're going off of guilty by association and then being in that circle and then just just being imaginative, and this is where a lot of this shit loses its fucking momentum because there's not like there is, but there isn't. Like it's all where is it? It was there, now it's not.
Right.
There were witnesses, now there are no more. They committed suicide with things that wouldn't be suicidal. You
Right.
know what I mean? So there's just honestly, like, you got to read between the lines, right? And I would say that the fucking aliens would really know the truth before they even got here. I'm pretty sure they have that something
And they
telepathy,
already here.
technology.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Vibe, kinetic. I don't know what the fuck it would be called, but I think that unless they're into that shit. If they're not, they're into like, social justice and shit like that.
Right.
They would take care of the problem and say, "Yo, we're gonna help you get your shit together."
Right, right. Because you might not be able to prove that he's the actual chomo or pedo, right? But if you sit back and take a look at shit, like you said, guilty by association, you could definitely tie him to a motherfucking chomo and a pedo. Big facts, real shit. Spit that. Fact.
I'm gonna start playing this instrumental when we're ending the live.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say, man, you could let that run through the whole shit, man.
uh,
Spit.
you rocking with me, I'm rocking with y'all, man. It's 1090 Jake, and you gotta to be able to flex, you gotta earn it.
Yeah, honestly, man, the aliens would already know what the
Oh,
fuck is going
oh,
on.
oh, oh! One last topic before we get out of here. It's important, bro. Do we need a? I don't even. I'm not gonna pull the video up, but Michael Jordan is on the hot seat, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah. I seen 1090 talk about that. He said if it was a female, she would have been suing for 250 million. But it's a little boy. I'm like,
Well,
whoa,
if
he
that was
grabbed a
a
little
female,
boy.
if that was an older female doing that to a younger boy, nobody would have a problem with it.
Nah, he was saying if Michael Jordan grabbed a female like that, she'd be
No,
already
I'm just
suing for
saying if
250
if
Clip.
million.
Michael Jordan was a female and a female did that, so we were just
Right.
talking about this earlier, Ronnie.
Yep.
Nobody would have a problem with it.
Right.
I mean, there is a problem. What he did, that shit was weird. Weird as fuck. You know what I mean? I don't understand what that was. I don't know why now, because usually he's super like reserved and he's militant on everything, and he moves a certain kind of way. So for him to have some sort of uncontrollable desire to fucking start grabbing fucking child ass was really fucking bizarre to me. Just saying.
Is LeBron the GOAT now? Because look, I ain't gonna lie. So basically, this is the thing with Jordan. He owns a NASCAR team. He teamed up with Danny Hamlin. I know a lot about NASCAR. Well, not a lot, but I know more than the average person. I used to watch NASCAR a lot, but I know Michael Jordan. He bought a NASCAR team. He has Tyler Reddick's the one that won the 500. It's a big deal because he's never won a 500, and it's almost like they're giving him. This is his 7th championship now. You know what I mean? People are like, "Yo, he's got 7."
Yo, I didn't fuck with Jordan before this, right? Because you got so many people out here in the hood getting killed over a pair of Jordan sneakers and shit like that. And he ain't fucking ever dropping the price. He could give a fuck less about his own people out here in the streets dying. It's like, it's all about the bag.
Not only that, Ronnie, he's invested in corrections.
Yo.
All right, let's watch the video.
People are tied to private prisons, bro. A lot of these people that own this, own that. A lot of people in the music business got ties. Record labels, good.
Everything that you just said. No, absolutely, but it's a full circle. You got to remember, crime pays, right? So he creates the product. The product perpetuates a cycle of violence, right?
Yeah.
And a classism, right? Fuck a racial shit. It's a classism now within a racial structure, right? Now you got motherfuckers killing each other over the shit, and then they going to jail, which you got stocks in, right? And then it's full circle back to
getting paid twice.
Because a motherfucker's gonna come home and still buy those Jordans.
Big facts.
Shit.
So, I'm gonna play the video one time, right? So just everyone gets an idea of what we're talking about, and then I want everybody in the chat to give us their opinion on if this is inappropriate or not. Let's go. One time I'm playing this one. To me, it's gross.
Yeah,
but
you
this
gotta
is
drop that shit. Listen,
this is the Jordan shit, man.
Video. I only see 10.
I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. I'll be right back, man. Ugh.
This is y'all's GOAT.
Larry Bird's my GOAT.
But all right, this is another thing too. Old people do shit like that, right?
That's some Biden shit. Biden was like doing stupid shit like this, bro. Remember, he used to like something to do with what is the? Can you stop playing this fucking weird shit?
Listen, I'm gonna be real. I was expecting like a one-time smack, like good game type shit. Like that shit's just crazy. That's extra. Like I'm not saying that's okay, but I was expecting like a motherfucker after he shoots a bucket or some shit, they be running off the bench like yo, good game, like a smacking. I was expecting some good game type shit. I wasn't expecting someone that young and for him to force it that much and do it that many times in a grabbing manner for like up and down, like real inappropriate. That shit was beyond weird. That was fucked up.
LeBron is the GOAT now. We got to give LeBron the GOAT status now. Michael Jordan is even
I've never been into
that.
Sports, man. I've never been a sports guy, man. I know it's the Coliseum, and I know it's just high paid. I just can't get with it, man. I already know what
it's like some Michael Jackson.
Let's give it a Larry Bird then. I'd rather give it a Larry Bird
that's
now.
Always my goal. I'm just saying, like, even though Michael Jackson, they claim he's a widow, they still can't take the hits away.
I don't believe Michael Jackson ever did any of those things to those kids, bro. I believe that he's innocent.
Yeah, that's your opinion. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying,
bro, you seen the picture with him and Epstein?
Nope.
Bro, if Michael Jackson was alive right now, he'd be getting exposed like a motherfucker, bro. He would have been living. He would have. Bro,
that man was
really?
a CIA agent. That man was an agent for Israel, bro. He was taking pictures with everybody, good, bad, or ugly. You know what I'm saying? He was always listen. They already had a scandal on him, bro. Come on, you know how many victims that they try to force to get them to say that he was doing all that stuff and it wasn't true, bro. Come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. You serious?
Yeah, it was his driver's son, but it still don't make it right. It was some weird pinching his. It was weird, bro. Like, who does that?
Yeah, like
Like,
you
come on.
hyping a kid up. Like if that's your young buck, you're gonna hype him up like by the shoulders. Like yo, good shit, you got that. Like what the fuck you? Why are you touching his ass for? Like that
And
shit dead, bro.
and if he does that in public, Ronnie, like,
What
what are
the
they
fuck
doing
is he
behind the
doing behind
scenes?
closed doors?
And for him to be so militant about everything else, he's been super militant with everybody. He's competitive with
Real
everybody he
careful,
plays with,
yeah.
right? Super careful and meticulous on how he is portrayed in the image of the media.
Yeah.
Bruh, what is going on here, my guy?
Listen, Jada Kiss, when he was out here in Boston, right? I was talking to Millies and
I'm
shit.
going to
And
get
when
this cup of coffee. I'll be right back.
Jada was out here in Boston, he said, like, Michael Jordan, he won't even talk to you unless you decked out in J's. Like, I remember Jada Kiss saying some shit like that. Like, if you get on the competition, he'll give you the cold shoulder. But if you got some J's on, he'll get you another pair of J's. Like, he's real, like, about his money, about his business. You know what I mean? But that shit, that was worse than I imagined, bro. Fucking weirdo activity.
And we got the paperwork on Jessica Kent's new Chomo boyfriend.
Yeah, that's gonna be a deep dive. We got the Ian Bick interview that he did with Ian Bick. We got Jessica Kent, her new boyfriend. We're covering all that shit. We got 20 pages of paperwork, tree pictures, 23 pages of paperwork, pictures of him and Ian Bick. Probably could find the interview that they actually did together and maybe even react to that.
He struck Pino.
For real?
Yeah.
Then we'll have to just use the pic I sent to the group chat. That's crazy.
Yeah, if y'all don't know, Jessica Kent's a prison YouTuber. If you type her name in, she's got 1 million subs. She was dating Burner420, and then last year they fell out. And then to get back at him, she dated his former friend and now child molester, Dylan Alfine. We'll just
Straight
call
up
him
sex
Dylan,
offender.
Dylan, Dylan.
And you know what's crazy, bro? When we had Ian Bick on the podcast, you asked him that question, a real crazy question, right? And his answer was even more crazy than the question, right? But at that time, it was like he said he would, but he never did. But now he actually did interview a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. And this dude tried to say the girl was 17 and he was like 18, or he was 18, the girl was 17 or 16, whatever. That's not true. The girl was in between the ages, I think 12 and 14, and he was 22, 23, bro.
Yeah, that's different. That's crazy. Either way, you know what I mean? But that's just, come on now. And how you even gonna go up there and lie? You know people are gonna dig into that shit, find the truth. Come on, man.
Oh, he's on a, and the dude, okay, so there's another report that Burner420 got beat up, you know, and he's the one that was saying, that said this. He got, and it was a news report. Pino covered it. He got beat up. I don't know if it was this dude that did it, but it was another chick. Like, there's a gang of chomos she's rolling with. Like, and it happened in front of his daughter, which is crazy. Jessica Kent did some fucking crazy shit, bro. They
That's
beat him with a
crazy.
baseball bat.
Yo, that's crazy, homeboy. And I ain't even surprised. Like, he soft as baby shit anyway, but still, that shit's just fucked up.
Yeah, bro.
But yo, the devil comes in many forms, and we've always said, man, that chick, she evil. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro. Looking right now, seeing what else we got before we get out of here. That neighbor. That's what I'm focused on this Nancy case. That fucking neighbor, dude. He freak. They said he moved a lot of shit today too. They've been watching him. They're looking at that.
Yeah, that's
That guy's
crazy.
Captain Nasty. Salute to the chat, man. We wrapping it up. U2 Streets podcast. Appreciate everybody that came through. Great live, 2 hours.
Yeah. And that neighbor, you gotta watch out for that neighbor. He was out there blaming the brother-in-law or the son-in-law or some shit, like pointing fingers and shit. You know, you point a finger, you got 2 point back at you.
That was a good point, Ronnie. He was. And I guess that brother-in-law got cleared. We read the police report or police statement.
So why is that dude trying to throw him under the bus and divert people's attention? You know what I mean?
It's crazy. How many times we've seen the killer get interviewed before he got caught? You know, a couple
Facts.
times. They
Trying
want
to
to get
steer.
that media attention.
Yeah, they trying to steer the traffic somewhere else too. Point that shit in a different direction. Crazy. Blue wise in this bitch.
We out, guys. Y'all have a great night. I think DBS went to get coffee, but we'll be out by the time he gets back, bro. It's time to go to bed.
Great shit. 100.
Catch us on our solo channels, Ronnie Blue Eyes, and you got YouTube Street Shorts, DBS Stuck in the System, New Age Plug channel for drama. Let's go.
800.